Sup, Timmy?
Well, hello there, friend.
Hey,
Ugh, what is this meme? What is this map?
I have no idea, dude.
Ah, you've started fresh.
Yep. So, right now it's got 7 bases per player. It's kind of pretty standard actually.
This looks like Neon Violet, but with grass.
I don't know. Well, yeah. Okay, and I
Not
take it
Neon
the
Violet.
spawns
No,
are
no, no, not Neon Violet.
bottom
What's
left and top right.
what's the name of that?
Let me
What's
put
the
this
name
on
of that
patience.
map? I'm thinking.
Well, it's not Neon
Not Neon
You're
Violet.
Violet.
thinking of Ascension to Ire with that
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
with the high ground in the middle.
Yep, yep.
Really?
No, it's also not the. Oh fuck! What is the name of that map? Jesus.
I like the way this I actually like the way this is laid
What
out.
was it? What was the name of the map that was like Neon Violet, but the one that Avex made that was super?
Oh, Blackpink,
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
the one with Upper Tree Potterino.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go get this beer.
Alright, Timmy. We need to make some of the most broken tank glitches, so this map never becomes anything.
Oh man, dude, you have no idea how much shit I get for that.
Did you see? I don't know. Were you there when me, Avex, and Jim Tony inspired the eye bleach?
Oh God, eye bleach.
Eye bleach was so good, dude.
Eye bleach was the best, man. The fucking tank spot in your natural. Oh my God.
Special ledge where you can drop exactly a tank to siege.
I mean, no matter what, there's gonna be some tank spots, like, and people will whine about it and they'll blame the map. But then, if you were to remove those tank spots, then you remove a lot of other things that they want.
Right, and it also
Well,
like
the
if
thing is,
there aren't tank spots on a map, there's no point in building tanks.
That's true too. That's what I keep saying. It's like that's how Terran wins games, you know.
Yeah, no, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, this sucks. I don't like getting my mineral siege or my gas choked out.
or
Well,
you could
Aaron
play
also wants to
Protoss.
win the game.
Yeah, you can also play Protoss and not care about siege tank spots because their siege tanks fly.
What are you talking about?
Talking
Those
about
aren't
fucking
siege tanks.
Tempest, dude.
Those are race cars.
Talking about fucking Tempest.
No, that's a race car.
So the thing I'm trying to decide right now is if I want to make like the outside like all like super low ground and just like cover it with fog, because like that's like the lazy way to do it, but sometimes it looks nice. Or if I want to,
Which area is playable and which area is not? I imagine you can't go into the like between the Zerg and the Terran CC, that area, like the low ground. It's not playable, right?
well, yeah, that's obviously I'm not gonna let people drop things there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's I'll just assume that that's dead space that is not yet turned into dead space.
Right. Well, my question is like for example the next expansion left of the Zerg? No, right of the Zerg.
I mean, all of this is gonna be I could just cut it away like that. I screwed up that, but
I like having cutaways
what I'm
like
talking
that,
about is
actually.
the space between next expansion, like these two,
I mean,
the two in the corner, like.
that's all gonna go away as well. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, I mean, what I like about cutting away all this stuff is like you just crank up the fog, and then you can set the fog to any color you want, so you can kind of do like any color scheme. And I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet. All I know is that the mid ground's gonna have like Protoss cliffs. So
Oh, are you going to use like the purifier tiles?
I don't know if it'll be purifier, but it depends what I think looks the best. Because I can always swap them out.
Where are you gonna put the watchtowers? And are you gonna put the watchtowers?
For now, I'm not gonna put any watchtowers, but I mean, if people really
Probably
want
makes
them.
sense.
Also, what size is this map?
I think it's like 120 by 146. Let me check.
Okay, so fairly medium-sized map.
Yeah, it's like 120 by 146. So do you like the idea of just cranking up the fog and then having that be like the low ground?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. That sounds cool. I'd have to see it though.
How big is that main?
it looks pretty spacious. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll put it to you this way. It looks big enough that I would build spotting depots very quickly. Maybe not.
I always
You might
think it's
only need
funny.
one.
I always think it's funny like when like you have like a Zergapros map maker and like they'll make like a tiny main base. They're like, oh, that's perfect. It's like, dude.
No.
It's like, have you seen the way Terrans build bases?
Well, it's not just like,
Do you know how much space my fucking depots take?
it's like barracks take way more space than gateways. They're both 3x3
Dude.
buildings, but then you do the tech lab, then the factory units have to actually make
Yep.
it out of there. And factories require even more space than barracks because you need to be able to get
Yep,
siege tanks
because
and
if you
doors
don't, you
through it.
cuck yourself.
It's like, because the siege tank must come out of it.
Well, siege tanks have this wonderful property of not wanting to leave the place they were built from. Ever.
Dude, I need to start playing.
Oh, I'm right.
You know? But then I need to learn to use control groups, and it's kind of scaring me.
So yeah, there's basically two options that I can do for the board artist. One, I could just cut it away, do some fog. Maybe I could add some buildings if I wanted to, or I could do some cool stuff.
You
Wanna
you
make
could
it
put
fancier?
water there if you wanted to, and make it like,
I could do water as well.
or like some sort of deserted, destroyed city, and you're somehow above it.
This map looks...
I'm just.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything on that one because, like, I don't know. I think every map I look at looks Zerg favored. I don't.
No, I don't want to
Well,
talk about.
I'm gonna add a
that.
couple rocks and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna block off any pathway, but I'm gonna like reduce some of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about balance. I just not sure how I'm feeling about the center of the map.
And then the other thing is, the middle is not gonna be pathable. Like that little tiny.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna. That's gonna be covered in doodads.
Okay, so it's not going to be this, like, disgusting way to lose the Ling Baneling.
Let's see.
Because, like, I look at the center of this map as it sits right now, and I'm just like, dude, the Lings would give me the world's fattest reach around.
Dude, the center of the map looks. Well, I mean, it's because part of it's because the map is really bare at the moment, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just started this like
That you-
an hour
that you-
ago.
That you look at this and you like just in your mind you see Banelings from like 6 directions rolling in.
Look, I've been hurt before. Okay.
Yeah, like in chess today. Oh wait.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I felt really bad.
Listen, it's okay, dude. You're like 500 MMR below me. There's like 0 shame in losing to that.
Yeah, and I also was
If
also
I-
leaving.
If I played against the fucking 1600 player, I would feel exactly the same way.
So I have this theory about maps. Where if you want the overall StarCraft community and like all the casters to like love your map, what you have to do is you have to make it a little too big and a little bit Zerg favored in TVZ.
I was like, dude, or it has to be so good stylistically that no one will give a shit that it's a shit map, like Neon Violet.
I don't know about that because Battle of the Boardwalk looked really nice and everybody. hated it.
Yeah. Oh God. Why would you bring that garbage up?
Dude, Battle of the Broadwalk? I thought it was a really cool idea.
The Broadwalk.
I just think people hate playing cheesy games.
Yeah. You're correct.
But I think it gave like some of the most interesting like in-game decisions of like grabbing an early gold and being greedy, or like
It did, and it also made most of my ladder games like, all right, let's play the video game. Hey, why are there 5 Ravagers here?
dude, don't worry, I vetoed that map straight away, but I thought it was nice to look at.
It was a. Oh God, it's the alpaca.
Nerf, Smile. Yo, Smile, check out this amazing map by Timmy. It's gonna be the most Terran favorite map you've ever.
Yes. Yes, please.
You're gonna be so sad when it's not.
It's gonna be like all of the.
Even if you try to make a map that I'm favorite, there's this thing called Shark units that are better than their units. So this is bad, man.
It's okay, dude. They will have a map judges. They will all be Zergs, and they all say it's too Terran favored anyway.
Well, that's true. That actually that happened. Like, there have been maps.
Yeah, we were bitching about this like what 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is like you have to make if you want people to think your map is great, or the overall community, casters, players, it has to be slightly Zerg favorite TVZ. Like, just that's how it is.
And what's even more sad? You can get Jason and Sal to say that it's Terran favorite. It turns out like they have no idea what they're talking about. So it's like.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you.
I'm waiting for this. I really am just waiting for the gameplay statistics from this map pool to get a little more fleshed out, just so I can like look at them and like.
All of the maps
so Sal, this
that
was
are
Terran
Terran
favorite, right?
that are Terran favorite. From all of what I've heard and I played and I like talked to other people, it's not that way.
Oh, Timmy, does the editor does it automatically like when you make a change to one side of the map, does it just like make a symmetric change to the other?
Yeah, I have the symmetry tool on, so it makes basically 2-player rotational maps are like super easy to make like that. The symmetry tool like works pretty well. And then if you do like an angled mirrored map like Dreamcatcher, then it gets a lot more complicated because like minerals are always 2x1. So
Yeah.
if you try to like flip them and with that symmetry, it screws up the mineral lines. So you have to manually change them. Like so if you do one side of the map, then you have to go and manually fix the other side of the map.
And you have to like make sure you move it the exact same number of tiles because they're mineral patches and that shit matters.
Yeah, but I mean, I have like little shortcuts because I kind of specialize in doing like weirder symmetries. So for me, it's like super easy. It doesn't really add a whole lot of time.
Because you've like done that enough times that like you've got the setup for it.
Yeah, well, like I have like a pretty standard set of mineral lines. I used to like do like custom mineral lines for every single base I did. Now it's like the same one for everything. Because what I like about these is, if you want to like flip it, like like I sort of think that mirrored symmetry is, you can just copy them, rotate them 180 degrees, and it'll fit just fine. It's like no matter which angle you put it at, it'll work.
By the way, I went 12 for 12 games against Cirque today. That's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nerf Terran.
Dude, I miss
No,
Odyssey.
but
Even though it was
wait.
the most like Terran favorite. I mean, it's Zerg favorite.
go ahead with you think. Sorry for cutting you off. Timmy?
What's up?
Go ahead with a fuck. What's the word?
He was saying he's sorry for interrupting you. You may continue.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also, that's the first time I've ever heard Smile apologize for interrupting someone in my life.
I mean, it was interesting.
I do kind of agree. Like there's like I have like this theory on with like judging. It's like if you have Zerg players judging maps, they'll get rid of the Terran favored maps. If you have Protoss players judging, they'll get rid of the Terran favored maps. And then you have Terran players judging, and they'll get rid of the Terran favored maps.
Yeah. Well, the other part of it is like maps that are Terran favored wind up being kind of aggressively Terran favored.
What did I press? Did I just crash my
It's
other
like
game?
if you give Terran players at large the ability to like 2-2 tank push the body and reliably win games, everyone will bitch endlessly.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't even matter how balanced it is. It doesn't matter if it's 50% win rate. It's like, yeah, it's just siege tanks are too good here.
Basically, if innovation can win on this map, they don't like it.
Well, another thing is like, I think there are we talked with Avix about it, and was like massive design constraints of link space, of like things like link speed.
Avex hates fucking Zerglings, dude.
It's like how fast can units get to places?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like a lot of map makers. I'm like the only map maker who like doesn't hate Liberators when designing maps, because I'm not like that retarded, you know.
Well, yeah, you put space behind your mineral lines, so they're not complete bullshit.
Yeah. Like, it's not hard to
Sometimes
do.
What was that map? Backwater,
Yeah.
where the Liberator
Oh
was
my
untouchable.
No. What about the Chad Antigua shipyard, boys?
Boy.
Dude.
The only map where everyone went lib range.
Wait, which map?
Antigua shipyard?
That didn't exist in Legacy of the Void. It was like a wings
Oh wait,
only.
I'm thinking of the other one. It was the one. Fuck, what's that map that had the same tiles?
No,
as
I think I
Antigua?
should be watching it in Legacy.
Yeah, Antigua's like super old, man. Like that was
Yeah,
that was a
it
bad
was
map
Legacy.
even for wings.
What's the name? Am I thinking of Orbital Shipyard? What's the name of that fucking
Orbital
map?
Shipyard's
No, no.
2v2.
Both of them were in Legacy. There was the Dream Pool.
Oh, maybe, but no, Dreampool is harder to swarm actually.
There
No,
was
I'm
a Dream
talking.
Pool in Legacy as well. I remember.
So you're talking about
Yeah.
some space platform map, right?
Yeah, a space platform map with that everyone went lib range on, and there was a pocket natural in the back of it. With
Those towers.
No, it wasn't
that's
Dust Towers.
Protoss. Yeah.
Those towers was the more. That's when Liquid Bunny came up with a Librange build. It was
Also, actually, good question. What does Protoss' favorite map look like?
I feel like
look at
Protoss-
any map ever.
Protoss wants the most ultra standard maps. Like that's what I think. Like, I'm not quite sure, but
Overgrowth.
no, actually, they started to kind of turn on Overgrowth because then you had the gold base. It's like Zergs. Like a lot of times, like, the games would revolve around that gold base, and
In PvT, Overgrowth was like impossible to win. You had
it was
you had
Orbital
one
Shipyard.
timing. You have one timing before you could before they had to Colossi. Once they have to go, it was actually impossible. Even there was like this one nice place to put your Vikings in, but even then, it was too good because of the chokes. It was too good for Protoss. You couldn't really fight in an open space. I hated it.
The other meme about Protoss is if there's like a really easily available third, then the map becomes slightly Protoss favored just because of that.
Well, they said the same thing, right? They say that the pocket third automatically favors Terran because Terran has
No.
hardest time securing the third or whatever.
That's
That was
No,
part of
but
the
like
transfer.
what actually winds up happening on maps like that is that Protoss takes it for 3 and takes it for free and takes it really fast,
yeah.
and that winds up cucking Terran.
Having easy to secure expansion favors Protoss not Terran. Terran thrives on punishing expansions, not on taking expansions.
Yeah.
Our units suck the more the game goes on.
Yep.
But we have battle cruisers.
Well,
Actually, I kind of like Valkyries, but like, eh.
Dude, battle cruiser will forever be the memes of my heart.
yeah,
Okay,
I know.
okay. But by the way, I made Valkyries before they were cool. Okay.
You did.
I do remember, Smile.
Yeah.
I have clips.
I kind of hate that people are like, oh, you fucking Nathaniel is the god of no, that's me.
Well,
made
Nate
it
was
work
making
before they
battle
were
cruisers at the same time, so
I know, but like, I was making them work before they were popular.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right, Smile Hipster confirmed.
I'm the bitchy hipster.
Let's go.
I guarantee you there is this one product sitting there somewhere. I was making Tempest before they were good.
Wait, but they were always good. Hello?
Now they're even better.
Now with 40%.
I remember
more
watching.
stuff.
I remember watching Puck like 6 months ago talking about how battle cruiser is like an unbeatable Terran unit.
Well, the thing is, like, he's not wrong in the
Brandon
context that he
Snow
was
does
saying
all
that. Because
Brandon-
like
Brandon Snow.
if Terran can build a fuck ton of battle cruisers, Protoss actually can't stop it.
Not true.
Well, they can do the new Tempest, dude.
Yeah,
They
that's
they
true.
could before as well. And then there's a reason. There was a month in 2017 where people would go mass battlecruisers, but it stopped for a reason.
Teach us more.
Yeah. It turns out that
Protoss would
the
go
all-ins.
Protoss would go mass stalker and just trade army after army and then end up beating you because pieces were too expensive.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And Tempest also like countered it, and they countered more. They countered even harder now.
Man, I feel like Terran has a lot of shit that is like unusable versus other races.
By the way, whenever you hear something Brandon says, I need you to remember that as much as I like Brandon, he is known for talking shit that he doesn't know about.
Brandon, you mean fuck? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Ah.
He's good at the
talking
game.
about Buck, yeah.
He is good at the game, but he's known for talking shit that makes no sense because like he always wrong. Somehow.
See, if I were you, I'd be like, no, he's always right, man. He gave you a big host last night.
No, I love Brandon.
Yeah, it's cool.
Brandon loves me, but he's known for being wrong.
I think we should consult Schnitzel on.
Oh god. No.
Oh,
The only thing we need to hear from Schnitzel
This is one of my best friends in SC2.
Look, the only thing I need to hear from Schnitzel right now is how he feels about the Jugger W.
Dude, I remember watching
That
Schnitzel
emote.
versus. I once watched like Schnitzel play Printf like 6 times in a row.
Oh god.
It was fucking amazing.
Isn't Schnitzel like an Overwatch player now?
Yeah, he is. I don't think I've seen him stream StarCraft for the past like 3 months. Game is dead, boys. We lost Schnitzel.
Oh. He lost Schnitzel, Terran. F. So like, okay, so Timmy, how impactful do the pathing memes like become? Can you tell when you play on a map whether or not somebody spent time on the pathing?
Well, here's the thing: is you can't see the pathing, right? Because what happens is like doodads like are very unreliable in terms of like their footprint and their pathing. So what all the good map makers do is they remove the footprint, and they remove the pathing from all doodads, and they paint everything. Like some, especially in Legacy of the Void, like you have no idea if they even have pathing or not. And plus, even if they did, it doesn't matter. Like it's not reliable. It's not. You want to make sure you know exactly what's pathable and what's not. So the thing is when you're looking at it in game, you can't tell like what's been painted and what's not. But then there's like little things like if you try blinking stalkers around, like you can get stalkers stuck. Like that was the problem with what was that map that rush map that we're talking about?
A
Battle on
biogenetic?
the boardwalk.
Yeah, boardwalk. Yeah. So there's a couple of map makers are known for being pretty lazy when it comes to pathing. So Sidian sometimes kind of slacks on that, and like Battle of the Boardwalk had like these like random spots that they were supposed to be unpathable, but they were not. It's like if you were to like blink your stalkers, they just get stuck in the middle of nowhere. So the thing is, if you really want to, like, say if you want to get into map making, but you thought that pathing was too boring, you could just not do it, and nobody will know because they're not going to actually test it. Like, it just takes too much time.
Feels amazing, man.
Also, Smile, I liked your food suggestion earlier.
Yeah, boy.
I was at a Peruvian restaurant, and I was like, "So Smile, what should I get here?" And I wait like 10 minutes for a response, and I didn't order my food yet, and I get a one-word answer, and it just says beer.
Like, to be fair, Peruvian beer is actually pretty good.
I actually listened because that shit was dank. Like I wound up getting like a arroz con mariscos, and I still have a bunch of it because they gave me a fuck ton of food.
On that ledge
What's up?
in the middle.
In the middle of the map?
Yeah, just like those. Oh, I imagine they are overlord spots.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover them up later. I just haven't gotten to them yet.
Hey Timmy, have you ever considered making Obi like pervert pillars further away from the net?
They're everywhere, dude.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I was just asking, like, is like where those things are positioned? Is that like a topic of discussion?
Yeah, especially like so the one map maker we've had judging the map contest is a Zerg main, so he cares very deeply about it. Like he'll complain even more than like Zerg players do.
Oh my god, my overlord can't see everything without being shot.
Yeah.
What a travesty.
The other thing is like sometimes you have like fake pillars, and like those can piss people off sometimes. Like this one at the natural might be a might be a fake one, so you could bait some overlords into dying like the first couple of weeks the map's out.
How can Zerg players play without perfect information? What is this?
They don't. Then they'd have to spend 100 gas on the Obi speed upgrade.
Big oof gamer.
Big oof.
Man, I wish we had corruptors and they had Vikings. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah. It just bothers me when I see corruptors like taking down like command centers and nexuses. Like, just feels so bad.
Well, that's not the thing about corruptors that gets me. every time I see like a ball of corruptors kill an absurd amount of Vikings on like a stream or something, I'll immediately start posting memes like just like screenshotting the SE2 website that's like that shows like the corruptor is countered by the Viking.
Technically, it outranges it. In practice, it's a shitty unit.
Like like I asked Joey if he would I asked Joey if he would do like a corruptor armor meme for his next how it looks, how it feels thing.
I think, the best place to find objective, balanced reviews are Blizzard forums.
Oh God. Hey Smile, you remember the Vanilla WoW forums?
I remember Vanilla WoW forums. Warrior is so broken. Low-key mage kills everything. Warrior is so broken.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, but everyone thought warriors sucked for the longest time in the world. And then that guy, like, there was this one guy that, like,
who murdered everyone who fucking armed warrior.
No. Well, okay, you're not talking about Swifty because he played Fury. But there was this one guy who, like,
there's one guy in Vanilla that revolutionized warriors that wasn't Swifty.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Swifty. It was one other
like,
dude.
I remember that month because everyone in the forums was bitching about how shitty warriors are. And then everyone was so fucking mad when this one guy got the class nerfed.
Yeah. And he also got hired by Blizzard.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That guy's a legend, dude. Like,
I remember his name. I think it's in Dalmar or something. Because
yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because it's Rebel Adney.
And there's the Dalamar gift in Diablo. Well,
Yeah,
it's not in Dalamar, but
no, it's Rebel Adney, but Rebel Adney is in Dalmar backwards.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, dude, I cannot wait for Vanilla WoW. That's gonna be my favorite thing to stream, dude.
Dude, I want to play Vanilla WoW as soon as it fucking comes out. That's the shit I want to play.
I'm streaming that game
Oh,
alone
dude.
for at least 3 months straight.
Like,
Yeah.
no. As soon as Vanilla WoW drops, it's gonna be like me, Smile, Filker, and whoever else wants to join the fucking party. But we are going to fucking race through that game.
We're going harmonious, dude.
I mean,
Dude.
I think
I will go full Mountain Dew. I don't care.
I think a lot of it as well is also like, I think the nostalgia factor so fucking big.
Oh yeah, of course.
Eh.
But also I think it will be a lot easier than how we remember it.
Here's the thing, I don't care about that. The reason I want to play it is because I enjoyed I really like the world PvP aspect of the.
Oh yeah, no, dude, I wanna go back to the vanilla of Alcatraz. That shit's fucking amazing. Not Alcatraz, the 4-day Fortress 30 map, whatever the fuck it's called. I miss the old battlegrounds so fucking much.
I wonder who's looking forward to grinding
I miss
Argent
all
Dawn Rep.
Wilson Gulch and Alterac Valley, dude.
Alterac Valley, yeah, that's what it was called.
Back when people actually
Like,
played
I
Alterac
do
Valley.
like Arena. I did get Gladiator and Arena and shit. But
My brother,
dude.
my brother was so into Arena, but he was a rogue player, so I guess I can understand it.
I mean, I was a Frost Mage and a Substitute Rogue. I made Gladiator with both.
Suck on that guy.
I love you, Smile.
What up, Micah? What happened?
Oh, you know. I haven't played StarCraft for 4 months, so I'm trying to fucking learn how to play again.
Dude, I went 12-0 against her today.
12-0. Wow. What build? Do you use that Battlecruiser build?
Not really. Like, I do sometimes, but...
Smile's just reactoring Reapers at people right now, come on.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, man, you're going to reactor first
Yeah,
Reaper build, man.
Ego, who did you play in vanilla?
Yeah, but that was TP. What did I play in Vanilla? I played my first character was a druid, a feral druid, and then I had to become Resto. I had to become Resto because I had no choice, and then I accidentally got a ring in Sulgurub. Remember Sulgurub?
Yeah, I do.
I was in one of the top guilds of the server because of a friend of mine. I accidentally ninja'd one of the rings there, which was not to pick up a deal, but my friend wanted to fuck with me because I didn't know that you had to pass, right? So I pressed crit. It was my first raid ever. So I got a rogue ring. So I ended up getting kicked. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do PvP the whole time. And so I respect the pedal, and I got my unstoppable force, and it was dope.
Oh yeah, the unstoppable force and the immovable object. I loved those weapons.
The unstoppable force was broken as shit, dude. It actually was broken. Like, dudes with an unstoppable force.
Smile, you remember the fucking enhancement shaman memes? Like, if someone had a really sick two-hander, they'd just, like, fucking one-shot you.
Yeah, and then I switched to mage. And I didn't make it to 60 with my mage.
Dude, I played Arcane Mage back then, and it was, not good.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, Arcane was so garbage.
I switched to mage, and I didn't make it to 60, but then in Wrath of the Lich King, I became, like, the best mage in the server.
I played Hunter. I got my Hunter to 60. I got my Hunter half of the Grand Marshal set before the expansion, like before the Crusade hit.
Oh, the Field Marshal? Nice.
I had the Dwarven Hunter Marksman, because Marksman was the only thing people played back then. Because Survival was considered a meme and Beastmaster was objectively just bad.
No, well, Survival was okay, baby. It was okay.
Survival was considered the PvE build.
Survival, no, it was okay PvP build. It was shit in PvP. Because it basically had more HP and like and a better Raptor strike cover. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's Survival.
Yep.
I played an Arms Warrior in
Nice.
what's it called? Fucking vanilla.
By the way, I wasn't the one trick. I made Gladiator in Wrath with Mage, Frost, Arcane.
Oh my
Like
god.
with both.
Okay, wait, but hold on. Was it the
It
patch
is
where the
a
Arcane
tooth.
Dream? Was it the patch where the Arcane Dream was real?
It was the patch where everybody plays like all the rogue priest mage. Like the RMP was with Arcane instead of Frost.
Okay, yeah, that was the Arcane Dream.
You know the patch where Orange Mammalay fucked everybody.
Oh my god!
Remember that? I remember. Remember that 3v2? I actually did it as well. I also like pulled the 3v2. Exactly the
I
same.
remember the first time I saw that happen. I was like, what?
Yeah, dude. Because I saw that video, I became fucking gladiator because I learned so much of that.
Yeah.
Mages were like the fucking biggest cucks back in Wrath.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it was the most
Give me
skilled
that
class.
shit.
Dude, I still remember.
It was okay. No, it wasn't the most skilled. The most skilled class was Sataturo, by far.
What are you talking about, man? Affliction is
Sataturo
hard.
is the hardest class to use. It is true.
Affliction is a hard class. Changed my mind.
I wanna slap you with my cock right now.
Dude, 4 buns is a lot for some people, Smile. Come on.
Well, it's more than Sal uses playing StarCraft.
Oh, at least he's not saying Retribution Paladin, dude.
A Fiction Warlock is like the Protoss of World
Dude,
of
I was so mad because
No,
I
that's
made
Red
Paladin
Red
in
Paladin. That's Red
I
Paladin.
made Paladin in vanilla, and Rhett was just objectively shit.
Yeah.
So like I had to play like Holy, and I couldn't farm any of the mats I needed for anything because I was fucking Holy.
Yeah,
Like-
I had the same issue with my druid until I respected the like Feral.
I think when Vanilla comes out, I'm gonna play Warrior.
Yeah, now that people know, Warrior will be okay from the get-go.
Here's the thing, right? You're still gonna probably be a Fury Warrior. The issue is like, it's really hard to become a main tank in that game. Because, like,
I'm
usually-
considering it. I'm really considering it because the thing is, I know how hard those bosses were to tank.
It's
I
not only
remember-
that.
Also, low key, guys, who is excited that druids will be alliance only and shamans will be horde only?
That you're thinking paladins, druids were both.
Oh, right, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, like the hard thing was not to tank the heroes. The thing is like the guild usually only needed either one main tank for the first 3 raids, or 2 afterwards.
Well, then there's the
Except
4
in that
horsemen, and you just suddenly need 8.
Yeah, but like guilds before the Gravas guilds didn't actually recruit more than like 1 or 2 tanks.
Yeah.
I still remember trying Ragnaros for the first time and getting wiped.
I remember.
Oh, no, you didn't know the
meme
meme.
the first time.
You
And he
go
was the
into you steal the fire resist buff from the instance next to it.
Oh yeah, that's dope. You might.
Yeah, it's like it's like 60 fire resist. It's like as good as having like 3 pieces of fire resist gear. It's so nice.
Yeah, no, you gotta priest my controller. I'm up in the dungeon at the side, and he would buff you. It was good.
And the best part was that buff lasted for an hour.
Yeah, no, dude. So here's what like with my first run in Multigon, right? I didn't do anything wrong, but I had a friend that was a marksman, and this was in the second guild.
God. It's always the fucking hunter.
And he was told to pull aggro of the hounds, and he multi-shot it and pulled every hound in the fucking room.
Oh my
And we
god.
would fucking run like the
Nice.
fucking wind, dude. And the
Oh,
hound
dude.
fucking raid fucking wild. Like as soon as I saw my friend like charging a multi-shot, pressing a
Yeah, as
multi-shot,
soon
I
as
was
you
like,
saw the multi-shot go off, you just like stare at it and you're like, oh no.
No, I pressed stealth. And then
It's like, I'm ready to fuck this.
yeah, I knew it, dude. I knew
Oh,
he was
dude.
gonna fuck up. The guy's a fucking retard, dude.
I was also so envious of the fucking mage in Stormwind who was just making money, making portals for people sitting there, level 45.
But
Yeah,
it's
you
not
actually
money.
made bank doing that though.
You know what
like-
position made you really like a lot of bank in that game? Like a lot of bank with minimal effort. Just
Making
herbalism.
food.
No, just herbalism.
Yeah, herbalism was what you did for raw money. Like, I actually had like one character, like my paladin, was herbalism blacksmithing because I wanted the blacksmithing, but herbalism gave me enough money that I could just buy all the mats I needed.
You just farm herbs and just sell them almost as expensive as the potions themselves. It was retarded.
Well, until Nax came out.
I mean, as soon as Molten Core came out, I heard like that like alchemists actually became fucking rich because of fire.
Oh, they got so fucking rich. The fire resist pots were so expensive.
But I don't care about that. I need engineer for PvP.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, you can't not be engineer. It's like a core part of PvP.
Yeah. Which
Who wants to talk about memes? Because I remember Shadow Priest.
My friend was still Marshall with Shadow Priest. I'm not gonna make fun of him.
Mate, no. Don't give me that shit, because rogues could kill, like, fucking Grand Marshal geared players with no gear at all.
Shadow Priest was broken at the start of Cataclysm. Not Cataclysm, fucking.
Yeah, dude, but we're talking about vanilla here.
I hated Kata, dude. I actually hated Kata so much. I quitted.
Yeah. Kata was not my favorite.
And then I came
Shadow
back in
Priest was
Mr.
broken in
Then
Legion,
I,
that's what it
came,
was.
then I came back in Mr. Pandarian. I made it to run to a Gladiator again, and it was the most boring shit ever. Because monks are fucking boring as shit.
Yeah, the thing is, monks are like, they're the most resonant sleeper thing ever.
Yeah. And they had a skill which is basically everybody disengaged, we don't fight now, we wait again.
Death Knights are the most resident sleep thing ever.
No, you can counter again, like Death Knights have been really good, but like monks have like this skill called we don't fight until this skill is over.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Every tier I'd get cutting edge on my monk, then that'd be the end of me. You'd be like, okay, see me next tier.
What about the Protoss base man-made below, Timmy?
Yeah, I mean, that could be an option. Like, I'm kind of thinking I could go with, like, some kind of gold cliffs. And then one of the things you could do is, so if you notice, some of these, like the space background, so like they're like space cliffs. They don't really blend well with non-space cliffs, so it's kind of a weird
What about
issue.
the Minehop ones?
I mean, these are old ones, right? So this was Wings of Liberty texture set, and they've all been updated. It's like everything works fine, but
They don't look good.
nah, it looks okay if you have the theme for it. But what I'm thinking is, I don't have to. Like, if you guys really want to, I could do something else. But I wanted to use like some kind of Protoss cliff and see how that goes. I feel like I use like the Terran cliffs a lot more than the Protoss ones. But like what you can do though is you can actually swap out the actual textures themselves. So like I said, I could use the I want to say I could use the Immortal Forge, and I could just swap it with like Cybros, and then see it'll work fine on a normal map. The other thing I could do is, so you guys mentioned water before. Like I could put water in the outside. I could make it a space platform type map, but I really don't want to do that. So I'm gonna use some natural textures for like the bottom level.
Could you make it like a drowned city, or would it be too much work?
I could do it, but it's not that it'd take too much work. It's just I don't think I'd be very good at it right now. Like,
Fair enough. I just think it would be a cool concept, like an emergent sort of Protoss base, sort
Isn't
of.
there, I think there's a 2v2 map that's like that.
well, there's a Sunken Ruins type map that's 2v2. That's one with like infinite airspace. That map is terrible. It's probably the worst 2v2 map ever. Like, and still not.
Oh yeah, the one where you can fly your buildings like 10 kilometers away from the map.
Yeah, I don't understand. They actually made it like maximum map size, and it's like the tiniest map in the maximum map size. Like, I don't know how you screw that up. Like, how does Blizzard be like, yeah, that's okay, let's put that on ladder? Honestly, the fix for it would be like, it'd take less than a minute too. Like, you just
There was
Open up your map
one time
bounds.
Grizz and I got drunk in Discord, and we our entire build was we opened like 5 barracks, both of us, and then we just flew everything to different parts of the map on that map.
wow.
And we would just like drink beer while they like spent 30 minutes like getting all our buildings. And like in one game, they were really triggered because they thought they got them all, but they didn't realize that I had built another base still on the map, and I was mining.
Dude, that reminds me of my favorite Warcraft 3 ladder win. Because I was really, really bad at that game. Like, it took me... You have no idea like how long it took me to get 25 wins, right? I just want to get like a portrait, so I wasn't like another peon.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting it by doing orc tower rushing. But
Oh my god.
like it's not even viable as far as I know. Like human tower rushing, kinda.
It is. You tier 2 tower rush people with Farseer.
Well, but see, you'd have to be good at the game. I didn't even know that.
Or you get
I know, but
or you get a neutral. Like you can do it with Panda. You can do it with Farseer. You can do it with Shadow.
I was below Bronze League basically. Like
Are you gonna try out Warcraft for Remastered, Smile?
That's the first time I'm gonna play that game. Though it's gonna be kind of.
It's weird.
I like Warcraft 3 a lot, actually. I really enjoy that
My
game.
first RTS was this too.
Dude, I played so much arcade, like, well, it was called Battle.net back in Warcraft 3. Dude, I played like so much Vampirism and like old Dota.
Oh my god. Back when
that was
Legion Commander was the fucking Grand Marshal Garithos model.
Dude, Vampirism 0 was by far my most played game mode. We had like special strats on how to build around vampires and like what to do. It's like stacking up billion towers, building like massive fucking bases, leveling your slayers. Like it's insane. So much. Also, fucking gem tower defense. Like, dude, come on.
Dude, I used to just fuck with people so hard when I played that game because, like, I had two play styles. I had my tryhard, which was always playing undead and always opening fiends, and that was at a time when undead was bad, so it didn't really go well. But then I had like just this horrible assortment of cheeses, and oh god, like you could fuck with people so hard with just mass hunts.
I will only say that I was a human player and I played Uther, and I think that should tell you enough.
Yeah, you were bad.
Yep.
That's the wrong hero. That's not.
That was part of it.
You're just wrong.
That was part of it.
Oh my! Wait a minute. Did you go Uther with armor upgrades and fast knights?
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my fucking god! The cancer is bullshit. Why would you do that?
'Cause I didn't like other players?
No. I'll tell you the real I don't like other players human strat, okay? You go Archmage first, you fast expo, and you just stall. You do anything to just prolong the game. And they sit there and they get mad because they can't kill you. But here's the game ender. You build 4 fucking workshops and you just fucking rally siege engines at them and they die.
That does sound hilarious.
It's literally the meta right now. Like, I used to do that to people and I came back to the game and I was like, oh my god, they're doing it. It's so fucking funny because, like, undead in particular don't have siege damage that, like, is good. So they just lose. They can't stop you once you have too many tanks.
So this is my super epic win when like, I was struggling to like even play the game. What I did is I picked Night Elf, and then what I do is I'd mine just enough gold to be able to build another Wisp and then a Tree of Life. Then I'd get the Wisp and put them back in their start location, like make it look like I wasn't even there. And I'd go hide the other Wisp and build another Tree of Life, and then eat my way into the trees. And it's like, it'd be really hard to find. What they do is they show up, they'd like kill the main, and they'd give up. I actually got like 1 or 2 wins that way.
Demi, I salute you.
Like, could you imagine like just killing like the main base and like no victory message? Like they
I don't know.
hacking or something.
Let me quit.
I don't know. I would immediately buy a Zeppelin and just find that ship.
Well, if you know that there's a building out there, it's really easy to deal with. You don't even need air units, but that helps.
Yeah. Well, and Zeppelins are cheap as fuck, so you just do it.
I think I did it a couple times. Like, yeah, definitely a lot of times like to get air units, and then it was a pretty easy win. One of the easiest win, in fact. But
fucking dude, Blade Master orcs with fucking.
Oh my god, don't get me started on Imba Master. He's just
It's
following
like,
you at
one
all fucking
One
times.
of the reasons I stopped, like, I just switched to playing arcade purely was like trying to face fucking Blade Master every game and just like hating my life.
Well, yeah, he was completely busted. Like, they patched him so that he's, like, balanced now, but he was so fucked. Like, he had too much agility, his cooldowns didn't cost any fucking mana. He would just wind walk all over the map and, like, take your shit and, like, there were players that would buy boots and just click their Blade Master on your Archmage, and you had to TP. Like, you couldn't deal with it.
Dude, I was like, I always felt so, like, I don't know how the undead played it.
Oh,
But, like,
the way that Undead did it is, you just stay in the orc space. Like, you buy dust, you stay in the orc space, and you, what you try to do is you harass their peons with skeletons, and you try to steal the creeps that their grunts are creeping, while keeping your DK alive. Like, it's hard, but you can do it.
it's like,
But the other thing is that if there were some orcs that like to do like one medium camp before they like harass the fuck out of you, and if you hit people like that and you knew they were gonna do that like as part of their playstyle, then you could just go Lich and tier 1 tower rush them, and they'd die. Because if Blade Master tries to do an orange camp, like while before he harasses you, he's gonna do one of the ones that you can't do yet on your side of the map, and then he either has to blow TP, which he probably already sold to buy another Claws of Attack, and yeah, he doesn't get back in time to stop the towers from coming up.
Timmy,
What's up?
wouldn't vents be better there than grass?
Would what be
I
better?
don't think it matters.
No, I don't think it matters. It's just, I think, like, since you have like these Protossy walls.
So here's the thing: is like the Protoss cliffs are only on the second level. So like the top level and the bottom level are like all natural cliffs. Now I might change them up, but it's gonna be like a mix. So like the bottom is gonna be kind of grassy.
Alright.
Also, what's this rumor I'm hearing about Neg Zero making a 3 elevation level map?
Well, you already have 3 elevation. I think you're talking about 4. Basically, to do that, the engine doesn't really support it. Like you can fake it, but it's just way too much effort. Doesn't help you at all. I don't think any of like the top tier map makers are in favor of doing that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, I imagine they'd be in favor of it if engine actually could use it.
Maybe, but 90% of the time, like if you see a map where it's like, some noobs like, oh, I wish I had like a 4th level so I could like, make my main a little higher. It's like you could have just started off your map in a better, smarter way and not needed it. Now maybe it could give you more options, but I wonder if part of it might be air units, because like air units get really wonky when you transition, between too many cliff levels. Like that could be part of it.
Yeah, actually.
It's like even if the engine could support it, people might not want it in competitive play.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a fair concern.
Another thing is the checkers on the neon violet. I thought
Oh
that
god,
was-
Timmy, that bush. Why are you doing this? I'm gonna leave my base and I'm gonna walk past the bush and like 5 speedbanes are gonna come out of it.
You know,
Dude,
I
esports,
really
man, people love that.
I really like the neon violet squares thingies.
Dude.
Until people figured out how to play a macro game there, and then it was boring as shit.
Well, that doesn't mean like I hated the square part of it. Like that was the rest of the map.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like it is already like too turtly from the start. It's like you're like a pocket
Yeah, but
third base.
like at the beginning, it was like you could push and abuse that, but then like they just got so good at defending, like it didn't matter, so you could never actually abuse the squares. So it was like a non-part of a.
And if you wanted to push for the center, I didn't get it. You had to break like 6 piles of rock or some shit.
Yeah, you had to break 2 piles on each side. So you had to break 2 piles to get through like open up your right side path of the square. But you could then push straight to their gold base without breaking any more rocks. But there were 4 rocks in the center, and then there were 2 rocks on the wide path.
Yep. Although that was the one map to build BCs on and do nothing.
So what you're saying is you won more than normal.
Oh no, dude, normally I just did 2 base pushes for fucking every matchup.
Wow, 2 base pushes with no hotkeys. Incredible.
Listen, dude, I gotta make it to diamond somehow.
Oh my god.
I made it there with 100 APM, no hotkeys, and 2 base pushes.
Attaboy. And not a single cannon was built that day.
To be fair, I eventually expanded my game style to be able to put all my production on 1 hotkey and cycle it.
Oh, I do that.
And then I learned to build a third base and like how to expand my production, so I was pretty proud of that.
All of this while clicking on the command card.
Hell yeah. And the thing is that people were like, you need to like stop using F2, but I was like, but I never use it. And how do you find the army? Is like, I click on the minimap.
Yeah, no, QZ, I'm sorry, but like, people that have lost to you, I just want to like be watching their face when they realize you have no hotkeys at all.
I do.
Like, not.
I don't know.
I mean, Guru has a motive.
I'd like to think that I won through solid use of strategy and siege tanks.
Well, I mean, you had to have some kind of advantage, right? Like.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, I was actually, because I treated the game basically like a MOBA, I was pretty good at microing my units.
Well, that is true. If nothing else, you didn't fall into the same problem that most Terran players do, where they died at any number of speed veins at all.
Also, I was pretty good at attack, like focus firing my tanks on shit that I needed to die.
Yeah. No, I can imagine that would actually like wind up being having been useful when you finally do learn how to use hotkeys. Because you like already have a good understanding of how to keep your how to make this unit set win.
There's like a lot of weird quirks to the map editor. So like if you swap cliffs in the data editor, it won't apply to your map. So you have to go into like a different menu and swap it there. And sometimes it works.
Sometimes it
But
doesn't.
then you actually can't use this menu to swap textures. So that's really weird.
That changed color. Was
Yeah.
that supposed to happen?
Yeah, it worked.
That's supposed to be black. Black's the color of evil.
So Timmy, why do you always have like whenever I tune in, I always see like 3 barracks or 3 armories or something like choking off the net? Are you just like measuring out the distance?
Yeah, one is to measure it, but usually it's like fairly easy to tell if it's like a respawn or not. I like having it so you could like walk with exactly 3 buildings. Like any wider than that, I feel like all ins are just like a little too good, and I don't know. Like, I know some map makes like do like having it be like 10 units wide. So
I actually prefer that. Like whenever there are whenever there are maps that have like a slightly wider net, I find that Protosses tend to ban that map.
Well,
because
that
they don't
doesn't
wanna
that doesn't
place
help
their
me,
on it.
man.
Well, I didn't say it was good for making maps. I just said I liked it.
Yeah, now I need to figure out what kind of texture. So I have an idea, like a pretty crazy idea for the ground textures. As far as the ProS textures, I have no idea.
Do tell. Let's see the dankness.
See the darkness into your eyes.
Oh man, yeah, I guess I don't need to care about the ProS textures yet. Yeah, there's a lot of other memes that probably can't really explain, like the difference between like textures, the height maps, and those without them. Like, so anything that's pre-Legacy of the Void doesn't have height maps. So what you can do is if you don't use them, you can like blend the textures really easily. But there's this is really hard to explain. Let's see if I could just demonstrate this. Alright, so we got some tiles here, right? So like what I could do with if I have height maps enabled, I can basically sprinkle grass and like it'll fill in the cracks in the tiles. So
Wow, that looks pretty nice actually.
All right, so I've done it. I've officially cucked Macintac.
Wow.
Yeah. His and my team are playing against All In and in early January, I think. And I've set it up so it is now guaranteed that Mac hits Jim.
Big oof gamer.
Yup.
Do you play what kind of format is that? Is that CTL or is that some sort of?
Oh yeah, it's a team league format.
That's just a game.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, smile.
Why is
Jason is almost GM Protoss.
I'm not surprised.
he still can't wall his fucking ramp properly?
I should play Protoss now.
One pixel off.
Actually, like fucking brain surgery. It's insane.
It's his desktop background now.
That feel when building your Protoss wall is harder than controlling your Protoss units.
I swear to God, my gateway will like phase through a cliff, and there'll still be a hole in the fucking.
Okay, let's be fucking real though. You always had issues walling shit up, even with like there's literally an emote in your channel.
Yeah, but in fucking but with Terran, when I walled off, the problem wasn't that I could.
Yeah, no, he just opened the door for the lings. Like
no. The problem walling with Terran was that it took me like 18 depots to do it. In Protoss, I can't even finish the fucking wall.
The funny part is I've heard that it happened, but I wasn't watching. Evidently, somebody bane busted your zealot, and you just didn't know what to do. Did this happen?
I don't even probably.
You're gonna send it.
I watched Jason look as another Protoss just build cannons in his base, and then just die.
I made a wall where a zealot could fit through, but a stalker couldn't. I actually almost killed myself.
No, and even better, like I've seen you do it 2-3 times now, where you like make a robo in your main, but you can't ever get the immortals out without a prism.
I was like, well, I could build a prism, or I could kill this gateway.
Not them. Remember when X wanted to show match me for $50?
Oh God.
Yeah, he wanted to like best of 5 me for $50, and today he just got he got 3-0'd by me like doing builds at chat pick. Chat picked my builds, and he got 3-0'd.
And I know who's in your chat, Smile. That's bad.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm the best build advisor there is.
Look, QZ, at least you get Mimi with it, okay?
Somebody told me to go 2-1-1, okay? You know,
Holy shit.
Beat us with 2-1-1.
Who told you that so I can ban them?
Can I ban them instead?
It was Bane Glory, I think.
Oh
Remember,
my fucking
Jason,
God.
you have people to ban people for you, so you don't have to do it yourself.
I'm gonna kill myself.
That's how you pay me $300,000 a month.
It
Wow.
was a year.
Oh.
Dude, I'm so
The
sad.
pay
I was
cut
like,
is
I
fucking
was
huge,
2
feels
years away
bad.
from having 60%.
Dude, feels perfect
Those
police
games.
salary.
Feels bad. PvP is gonna give me fucking AIDS, dude.
It hasn't
Already.
already.
No.
So, Jason, do you know about the Disruptor Tempest composition, friend?
What is that again?
Do you know about the Disruptor Tempest memes?
Don't let him know.
Because it's cancer. Oh,
Yeah,
it's cancer.
you should start doing it to every Terran you hit.
Well, there's like 17 other cancer things I can do. That's the problem.
It's like literally pick your cancer.
Yeah, it's just like, do I want a carcinoma today?
You know,
Or
when,
I've just
when I
been
s-
going
when-
for the 430 third base that can defend any attack ever since early.
It's better than
Well-
Colossus Tempest, dude, because you cannot counter the both with Vikings. Like, it's actually hard, really, really hard.
okay, actually, Jason, that third base that you do triggers me because you stay on 3 gates when you do it, and I'm like, you could die.
He could, but he doesn't.
And then you start blink, and I'm like, wait, what? You need charge, Jason.
Gotta get that blink, dude.
Dude, it's funny. His photon overcharge.
Dude, fucking Balkus is broken in that matchup.
Oh my god.
That's how built 2 Battlecruisers did. He just fucking harassed someone to death. That was good.
So evidently, Jimtony has been like running like 8 Reapers at the Protoss.
I don't do VCs anymore against Eric that much.
I'm talking about Protoss.
Oh.
They're actually
rogue.
broken.
They're not.
Tempest can kite them, but once they nerf
Yeah.
the Tempest, which I'm sure they will,
Oh,
it's
okay,
gonna be
okay, yeah.
stupid.
I can get behind that logic.
Yeah.
Well,
The
hold
problem
on.
is, like, if you teleport on them, they
hold
just
the
all
front
die,
door,
so.
boys.
No,
So,
dude,
Jason,
they just
you
run
mean,
away, dude. You
Jason.
literally just run away.
Yeah.
You mean
They're
next
too
November,
fast. They actually got a
right?
boom, and like,
You just get early
Fucking
Yamato
gone,
and fucking kill their shit and fucking torpedo away.
Yeah.
Like the biggest cuck ever.
like they actually will be too far. Once they see the shades of BCs, if they start running, you will not even attack one. It's done.
Yeah, I fucked that up today. I didn't run away instantly. I waited like 2 seconds, and I got Yamato'd and died.
Yamada, good unit.
He's like, I
Jason,
told
that's
you
why I
all
told you
along.
to build
Yeah.
DCs.
Yeah, blame QZ for everything that's gone wrong in the last 2 years.
It's like
Especially the disruptor changes.
Especially.
fucking QZ.
Piece
What's
of
the-
shit.
I'm gonna ban QZ next time he's in chat.
Also,
Be like, stream or make Q user has been permanently banned from your channel.
You cannot ban the slap, dude.
Use or make
Just
permanent
gonna
ban.
ban everybody one night. Fix Twitch chat forever.
Streamer, please.
Good played special tonight, like 10 people in chat. Dude, you might as well just fucking leave, bro. Like, the day's gonna fucking come where I beat special, and I'm just gonna fucking go back and just right click ban, right click ban, right click.
Listen, in my defense, all I said was F.
I mean, dude, the moment you beat special, people will forget the next day. Trust me. They don't forget the
Shut up,
next day.
Smile. You've never beat special.
I did.
Yeah.
In
His
more than one
TVT is not
series.
that good. That's why it's like really frustrating.
Like I beat him in 2 series, and I almost took a 3rd series of special.
Yeah, I know, Smile. That's why I'm memeing you.
Smiles like, I'm triggered.
Nobody ever remembers it. Actually, people give me shit about it.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Well, except Hearthstone.
Fucking god damn it!
Comparison.
It was one game, dude.
X.
I will never forget Roddy's voice, ever. It was just too good. He's like, why isn't he building Marauders?
Okay,
And everyone's just listening to Roddy like, you fucking baboon. You don't build Marauders right now, Roddy.
Are you talking about TVT?
No, it was
PvP.
PvP. It
It
wasn't
was
part
when
of the
he
meta.
flew his
Like, it was
medevacs over
literally just Marine
Stalker at Nation Wars.
Like the meta back then was only Marine tank. Like making Marauder was a troll move.
He's talking about TVT. I'm like, why isn't he making Marauders?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if you're
Professional
playing against
video game
Riddler,
player,
that
by
makes
the way.
sense. That's a valid criticism if you're playing against Riddler.
Fucking Riddler.
Dude, I smacked the shit out of Riddler yesterday.
Good piece
I
of
watched
shit.
Jason smack the shit out of Riddler at land. It was pretty good. He was very happy with himself.
Yeah, and then he beat me a week later and won $1,500. Kill myself.
Dude, he killed my third base, and then he
Don't
mad
talk
at me
about that,
and told me
Jason.
to get out, and then I fucked him in the mouth. Dude, it was great. It was so beautiful.
Oh my god.
Riddler.
I swear to God, Smiles medevacs get more damage than Dark Templar.
Yeah, it's retarded. I don't know why it happens, but it happens.
Like, it's actually so dumb because he'll be playing against somebody that is way just good enough to have units in position and has enough observers that he had to have seen it. But no, it's like they just decide, wait, I'm playing against Smile. Time to randomly base trade.
Oh yeah. But that's because I usually distract them. Like I never drop without a distraction.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm still good at. I'm just distracting people.
I think the best you ever got anybody was like the last time you played Riser on stream. That was really funny.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I dropped him until he left the game, right? That was funny.
Yep. And it was even better because like you would drop him in one place and then he had a Templar in position just waiting to fucking zap your medevacs. And you killed the Templar before he could fucking do it.
Dude, I still
Yeah.
remember that clip where Jason flies 4 medevacs into one High Templar.
Oh, I love that
Oh
clip.
my god.
Everybody's been there.
All
man.
right.
We all been there. We all
And
been there.
then suddenly we hear Jason typing /unmod.
We hear Jason fucking prepping the whiskey bottle.
I love how dead our StarCraft is when fucking Sir Doken has the top post just because he right-clicked his fucking portrait.
Wait, what?
What?
You can
Sir
change the
Doken has
name
top
if you
post for right-clicking his portrait.
Hold on.
Wait, you can always change name now?
You can change your name once a season, apparently.
Ooh. Nice.
Let's see. Does Juggernaut Jasmine fit in the notes too big?
Holy shit,
Jesus
Sir
Christ,
Doken
Doken.
does have top post posted by
Okay,
Timmy.
okay. I have the best name for my alt account. It's gonna be great. This is the best sellout name there is.
Are you gonna
And then right below that is a clip
That'll
of
remind me
somebody
of
like
this one.
actually having a Twitch chat full of GMs. Like it's just Cyril Poppy, sort of. So Jason, how come you don't tune into Rev's Fire Emblem stream?
What is Fire Emblem?
Okay.
Oh, it's a. Okay. All right, I'm triggered now. I'm
There's your answer.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
What is it? Where is it? Why is it?
oh god,
These are
I'm
the
getting
important
Jason.
questions.
Is it a type of whiskey?
Best sellout name, dude.
Well, Fireball's a type of whiskey.
Best sellout name.
Best sellout name. Twitch Prime.
I'm changing my name to 200 IQ Protoss.
Where did you change your name?
There's a little wheel at the right of your name.
Oh wait!
You just click your profile. There's a little wheel there.
Oh my god! Wait, I can change my Blink Ruptor account's name to Disruptor Tempest now.
Yeah, but you didn't change your name on Discord.
Okay. Jason.
He's
is
still
here.
waiting for that Terran nerf that's about to hit.
Check farm chat. Jason is there.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
You click that wheel and then you can change your name.
Yeah, but why'd you name it Twitch Prime?
I don't
Because that's what he wants.
Oh, I see.
I'm going
It's
full
for the
streamer.
sellout memes.
Just tell people you're
What
not
he's
going to
really memeing about is every time Asmongold is in chat and something happens, and he like calls someone out, they'll just instead of responding to what he said, they'll just say Twitch Prime and waste the next like 10 minutes of Asmon's time. So he's just like sitting there like, thank you.
Have you guys heard of Twitch Prime?
It sounds retarded, but it's just too hard. It's just
Yeah.
meme though.
You should have named it Twitch Trime instead.
Which crime?
No, Twitch Trime.
Oh.
That would have been memeier.
Mm.
I don't think I'm gonna use that account much though, because I'm most likely gonna be playing the play.
Finish my fucking war chest before it expires in 3 days.
I swear to God, whenever I'm close to getting back to 6K ish, like I get
you know,
progress, and then my life is.
Malka, if you want to
my
farm
life
it
is
quickly,
disappointed.
you play co-op. You farm it. You farm war chest points way faster in co-op.
Yeah, I should do it. I know Jason loves doing co-op.
If
Also,
you get
I got
strapped
on
for
ladder right now because fucking Juan is playing with his photos on
You
ladder.
better get that 6K smile, because I'm coming up with that Protoss, and I'm gonna fucking hit you one day on ladder, and I'm gonna fucking beat
God.
your ass with Tempest.
I can't right now, dude. Especially is playing with his protos on ladder right now. I don't wanna get fucked by his protos.
Jason.
Wait, is Poppy's Protoss actually spooky?
It is. It is spookier than Scarlet Protoss.
Oh no!
Yo, Jason.
So
I'm waiting until you hit up Sal on ladder as Protoss.
that's gonna be the best
No.
fucking game of the year.
I mean, the thing. Here's the thing, though. There's going to be a very short window for that to happen because Jason's going to be higher than Sal, and it's going to happen within like the next 4 days.
I hate playing Sal on ladder because whenever I play Sal on ladder, there's always this snipe accusation, and I've never sniped him. I usually just get him because I'm on a losing streak.
Last time I sniped him, he fucking like panned me, so I ain't doing that again.
Dude, the last time you sniped him, like you sniped him, then I sniped
I remember
him,
your
I
best
sniped
of 69 that ended in like 10 games.
You know, they went. What was it, like 35-2 or something? They ended at.
Yeah, we killed it. We did. Yeah, we did at least 40.
Yeah.
I just got bored.
Yes, that's what happened.
Best of 69 with you as Protoss.
That's what happened, and I'm sticking to my guns.
Played 40 games and he got 2 Doom drops in, so we lost.
Dreamer, where's your
Good
sensor?
old
power?
TBT.
If Sal doesn't know how to win, he just YOLOs everything into Medivacs and he's like, well, this is my chance.
TVT in a nutshell. I can defend a Doom drop 400 times, but if it gets in twice, I lose 2 games.
Yeah.
Dreamer, have you considered putting widow mines throughout your base to prevent this?
To be fair, I think every TVT I play turns
Streamer,
into a base race or
Streamer,
something.
why don't you make Ghost to feedback that? Alright.
It's okay, he's picking the right race now, so we're making progress. The next best 69 is going to go a lot better.
If I play him again, I'm just gonna make 12 Vikings and 2 Ravens and just patrol them on the edge of my fucking base.
Yeah, before hit up somewhere else.
And then put like 18 turrets with high-sec auto-tracking around the base.
I'm so surprised that I've yet to see like a well thought out building armor troll build hit the ladder.
I'm still
Like, I
waiting
thought
for the...
someone would have been on that shit. Like I thought for sure there would be like some bunker push or something, but no.
I'm still waiting for the Neo Steel Frame Rush
Oh my god.
push of some sort.
Listen
It's
here.
never gonna work, man.
You
Don't
listen
get it.
here, you little shit.
Listen,
Yeah.
just because it's never going to work, it doesn't mean.
Just because it doesn't work at 6100 MMR doesn't mean it won't work at like 200 MMR.
Exactly. I'm sure if you go low enough, it will work.
Yeah, dude.
Well, if we need to know how it'll work at 200 MMR, we've always got Sevatar. We can ask about it.
Dude, we can just fucking use Jason's fucking EU account that's stuck in bronze.
Oh my god.
Fuck me.
Bronze to GM. Oh, I didn't actually mean it.
Rip.
It was just a meme chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Apparently, you can do a bronze to GM stream now and get 1,000 viewers. So
And everyone's gonna come into chat and tell how you're bully newer players, how you're
it's like I make a new account.
elitist.
I play like one game in platinum. I get fucking shit from everybody. Vibe plays bronze to GM for like 3 months and he gets nothing.
Yeah, that's how it works.
To be fair, Vibe is kinda a bronze player, so like makes sense.
Vibe is also just a meme.
He's definitely not a grandmaster player, you know.
Vibe?
Yeah, he plays like a monkey, dude. Have you seen him play?
Oh yeah, he's a complete baboon.
Dude, hold on, no. Have you?
Fucking retarded.
The best is when Vibe burrows his infestors under his hydras so they can die to tanks at the same time.
No, here's the deal. You have to be retarded if you date DVB. There's no way around it.
Oh no, it's retarded.
There's a reason why Moonglade like left that crazy bitch.
It's okay. I'm undercover in the Protoss army, dude. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know the secrets.
He's gonna let you know the ways of the warp prism.
I'm gonna find the holes. I'm gonna do a fucking analysis, and then we're gonna get the Terran win rate back up.
Jason comes back in 2 months, guys. They press Storm. It's pretty effective.
Jesus, have you tried not cloaking your units? Is that what you're losing?
Come back after like 2 years, be like, guys, I figured it out. Just use more than 15 APM.
Build more liberators.
Liberators are pretty shit. I've learned
Liberators
that.
are garbage because like
They're so shit. You just blink
Yeah.
on them.
they're
Yeah.
also like so immobile. Like,
Like no, actually,
Mine's
that's
under the fucking
exactly
Liberators.
what I said to myself. Like after I made my Blinkruptor account, I started like sitting there, like, wait a minute, how am I killing people with Liberators? I don't get it.
It's like
How are
every
they
time,
fucking
every time
dying?
they siege up, I'm like, great, now they can't move. Blink around, dead. Like,
Thanks for the
there's
free
one
150
timing
gas.
Liberators, right? When you do the first timing, the first team timing, right? You go up to 4 medivacs and then you start making Liberators. That's the one time when you have to do that much with Liberators. If you don't kill him with that, well, good luck, dude. You're fine.
I love doing that push and then seeing a third base saturated and then like 14 more gateway units than I can
Yeah,
handle.
but you fucked it up real hard today, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, but that happens.
No. I have one perfect memory of Jason doing this because he was like convinced this guy was on 2 base. He was hard sieged. He had built a bunker, a turret. Like he was there, man. And then he like sends one marine up. And he realized this is a fully mining third base, and there are pylons here, and that's 15 charge lots. It didn't go well.
Dude, I have a pretty strict anti-Protoss policy. It's called if I don't win in the first 7 minutes, I just leave the game regardless of game state.
That's probably a pretty solid time saver.
Supplies like 150 to 10. He's like, oh, I could still lose. Better leave.
Listen,
If it's 10 probes, hell yeah.
it limits my casualties. Like my mental health.
It limits your MMR as well.
Terran mental health. LOL.
Listen, I think my 100 APM limits my MMR much harder than my TVP.
No. It's the fact that you're not playing Protoss.
Yeah, like, 100
Like,
APM 's
honestly,
fine,
if you
dude.
told me that you had made it to Masters without hotkeys, then I would immediately know you were playing Protoss.
Listen, I made it to Diamond without using hotkeys, and I play Terran.
Attaboy.
That's about as much as I could do.
Nap time.
Yeah.
PP.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm not playing that game, Smile. I'm done.
Wait, what are you playing, guys?
Smile wants me to heal him.
Fucking smile.
Yo, Eco, let's play more chess.
Nah, I'm good. I'm playing Fire Emblem memes right now.
I don't want to play it right now, dude.
Fucking death is streaming,
Look,
guys.
Smile, there's only so much stress I can take from getting simultaneously cucked by my tank and my off-healer. I can't do it.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Alright, let's fucking play the game.
I'll go
That's
on.
just doing a try-hard stream, though.
Yeah.
Better
Not great.
stream and smile.
Yeah.
Let me finish clearing this chapter first.
I mean, I cannot try hard stream. I just can't. I tried today. I ended up plugging my microphone and just digging around. Yes. I just can't focus for long, dude.
Smile is a casual streamer now.
Smile has the attention span of a dead gnat. Come on, man.
Feels bad, man.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Do you think if you look at your Marines hard enough, they do more damage?
No, if you stim them twice, they
Oh yeah,
It's
I heard. That's great.
I learned
I
that
mean,
from
they-
our
they
favorite
do
Terran
whatever.
streamer, Muppetry.
Okay, he oversteams too much, and when I tell him, he's like, "But Masa does it." I'm like, "But you know."
But Masa does it. What else is that? Hold on.
The problem is he has like one medevac for 400 units.
I
The
think his
problem is
bigger
that-
problem
no,
is
no, no.
usually when Stim is not there and it's like 7
The-
minutes.
The problem
Dude.
is
No, no,
that
no.
when
My favorite
he
thing.
steams,
My favorite.
and he moved the
Go ahead.
medivacs with the bio, so the medivacs never heal.
Dude, we
Well,
have
there's that, and he pays the medevac tax every time he does anything on the map because he lets them fly in front of his units,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Guys,
die to
guys,
stalkers.
guys, cut him some slack. It's not like he has friends that are 1,000 MMR higher that would easily help him.
Are you talking about me, dude? Because yeah, I mean I could. Oh, you said higher, not lower. My bad.
Oh my god.
I only click the button that's 2 to the right of the Terran. And that's like at least 600 more MMR.
Also, I think like half of the games he just doesn't know that Combat Shield is an upgrade.
You know what's the sad part? We tried. We actually have tried. He just doesn't listen.
Dude, we play upgrade roulette. It's like you
Dude,
forget.
I
stim,
can't even.
combat
I couldn't
shields,
even
or
convince
fucking-
him that scouting in TVZ was like gonna help his win rate. I couldn't even convince him of that.
What? But I
I mean,
mean,
because
you
he
have
never
to.
17 scouts.
Here's how it goes, right? You scout in TC when you go Gus first.
No, I told him to scout in TVZ because he would lose every other TVZ to a fucking 12
Yeah,
pool.
because
It's
he
like-
because he opens Gus first. If you go open Gus first, you go. Yeah, you go. The SCV that comes before the orbital command goes to scout the strike base, which is usually around 20. Like that's the SCV that scouts. If you go TVC Gus first. If you don't go Gus first, you go Rux.
SCV
You go
scout so I
Rux.
don't get fucking cucked by a Ravager all, and then I have to really fucking pump.
Yeah,
out
but
a
when you
damage
go
ball.
when Rux scouts Reaper Marine, you don't need to scout to hold, because you have a Marine.
Yeah, you don't need to scout to hold, but if you scout it, it's like the easiest one in the world compared to like the potential fucking meme that you just get fucked on.
No, I escape SCV scouting for Gus first. Like honestly, there's no need to scout.
So
when
what
you go
Smile's
Gus
really
first.
saying is, I'm good. I don't need to scout.
Yes, exactly. That's the point, though. Smile's good.
That's the same thing that Jason says, and then he dies to Ravagers like 20 seconds later.
I mean, fuck, dude. My 12 seer on TVC can like tell you otherwise, dude. Suck it.
I've seen it so many times on stream, dude. It's like, I don't need to scout. There's no way. It's like,
It's
I
a
can
cycle.
hold
It's
this.
like I don't need to scout, and then I die to the Ravager all, and then I scout for 20 games, and I don't scout, and then I get killed by a Ravager.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works
Yeah,
for
but that's because
everybody.
you always go Gus first. Gus first like has your production delayed a bit. That's why you need to SCV scout with Gus first.
Yeah.
And the issue with SCV scouting with Rax Gas, if you SCV scout with Rax Gas, you are behind.
Yeah, but you're way safer. You're behind for like 25 minerals. Like, who cares?
Fucking, I do.
The argument I was giving Sal was like, you find me the fucking game that you lost by 30 minerals, and I'll fucking concede. But I'll catch it, you can't.
Oh, I have. I actually have.
Game that you lost by 30 minerals. That was the 30 minerals that built the Ultralisk that won the game.
That half
Oh,
of
but
Marine
those-
that didn't make, that didn't kill the Ultra.
But that can be the 20 seconds on your factory or armory or like second barracks that made your timing worse and you lost again because of that.
You mean the 1 second?
No, it's not 1 second. It's actually way more than that.
30 minerals?
Yeah.
I want you to go put
It's 2
20
seconds at most.
SCVs.
No.
I want you to go put 20 SCVs on a mineral line and count how
Especially-
long it takes to mine 30 minerals.
It's the same. It's the same way a bunker delays your steam timing like a lot. And people don't seem to realize that.
Yeah, but he's 5k.
Yeah. No, he's 4.9.
Wow, fuck
That doesn't help your point.
dude, it makes it even better. The lower,
Yeah.
the more valid it is. Obviously, hello.
Anyways, my
But
point
he's
is,
not doing
I can't
anything
even
funny.
convince him to scout. How am I going to convince him to use hotkeys?
Oh my god, yeah, he doesn't use hotkeys, I just can't. This is why his medivacs never heal, by the way, because he's like right clicking. He's not attack moving, so the medivacs like just I don't know what they do, but they don't heal. They just move around. Medivacs are just moving around.
Dude, what was that
Like
game? We're
you know,
here.
Jason, you know when you like kite against Protoss, you like steam your bio and then you like control click the medivacs and like boost them behind so they heal while you kite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't do that, right? So he just like
Oh, he doesn't
steam-
do a lot of things.
He just kills himself like slowly. Like he just kills himself.
I like when he puts like his entire army on one hotkey and tries to use ghosts. I think that's pretty good.
There's a good player that uses that does that. I don't remember the name. I think it was Soul.
He just has like the most wide array of terrible habits that you just like will never fix.
Yeah, but like Soul's also a god at control clicking. Like he uses very few hotkeys compared to other people, and he controls his army better.
True. Did proceed. Can you hurry up, dude?
I mean, I gotta finish this chapter, man. I don't know.
Okay.
Or are you in a time crunch?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna warm up my Yana then.
Timmy, did your stream freeze? Or are you just not doing anything?
No, I'm moving around. Should be fine.
No, stream's fine.
Okay, this is my biggest
Then
issue with
my
South.
stream froze.
My biggest issue with South
XD.
play is he has a supply block and then he makes 10 depots. And then he's 5 supplies for like half an hour.
He did that like 2 nights ago. He made like
Yeah,
50.
but like the thing is, he's not doing that out of habit. He's doing that out of the deathly fear that chat sees his bank.
He also, whenever you see, I mentioned this to somebody else. I think it was to that. When he's doing his production cycle, you see like the barrack has like, he has like 8 barracks and he's producing 4 marines to 5. And you will hear this, by the way. You will hear this. Wait, fuck. 1 second. Like something like that. Like that's like 10 cycles and it's like 5 marines. But because he doesn't hold down the bottom, so he's not making units.
I've actually considered changing my repeat rate.
Oh, that should be like 0. As close to 0
what?
as you can.
Yeah.
Like the repeat rate.
It should be like as low as you can.
Yeah, when you're on like 10 barracks, like you can't just hit A 15 times. You gotta hold it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
I mean, you could, but
But well, rip.
What's 3 or 8 PMs?
In before he breaks keyboard.
And before the A key dies like 40 times before any other keys go. All you hear is Marines.
Your medevac key would die second.
Medevac key.
Who puts their medevacs on a key?
2018.
Sweat.
Listen, I don't play complicated strategies. I play Marine Tank.
You don't play complicated strategies, make the mechanicals.
Dude, who was it? I think it was Bane Glory in chat that was trying to tell me that Marine Mine was just shit.
classic.
I mean, it's not good.
I had somebody try to tell me battle cruisers were good in TVT. That was a good one too.
That was QZ.
No, it's always QZ, but there was somebody doing it unironically.
That was back when they were good against Raven. Like there was a time that they were good against Raven before the thingy that like that disables them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just like trade Yamato for Ravens.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Now Ravens can disable LOL.
Dude, now Ravens are professional cuckolds.
Yeah, basically. Also, like, do not I mean, whoever told you that, he's right. Like, there's nothing good about them right now. It's really sad. You're gonna lose against a good Zerg. You're gonna lose against a Protoss. Just Protoss. Yes, any Protoss will do.
Any Protoss will do.
What's the best opening in TVP right now? Is it still Reaper expand?
F10N.
Proxy.
Yeah.
Proxying is the best way right now.
F10.
Proxying or faking a proxy. Because it forces a response.
Jason,
Oh, I forgot. Smile does you thermal builds.
Jason, what was that build where you were flying in the barracks and building a ghost academy to like build a ghost in their base?
That's not a build. That's a meme. But when it
No,
works,
it
it's
was
so
done in
fucking good.
WCS. WCS build, my dude.
Oh my
Yeah, by Rob.
Wait, was that Rob?
WSS NA doesn't count, dude.
No, it was fucking done in the fucking round of 16. What are you on? I can't remember who. It was like one of the Korean dudes.
Mm-hmm.
The Korean did it. It must be good.
It
Very
happened.
helpful.
Well, actually, hold on. Innovation keeps doing 2-2 timings, and they never work. So
I watched Innovation in Game 7 sit on like 50 supply ahead of Cyril and just not push.
That's because it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Against Sheldon.
I believe that. I'll
I
let that
do
slide.
believe that, but that was like his window to win the game.
Yeah, I don't know. Like every time I find myself saying this is this man's chance to win the game, no sooner than like 15 seconds later, Cyril just like slams the door in their face, or they like walk on Bane mines or something.
420.
Like,
Dude, that game actually pissed me off so much. Like, the Bane those Bane mines could have killed like a whole army and goes like 10 times, dude.
yeah. Well, the thing is, like that actually, like I don't know that kind of impressed me a little bit because like Cyril's really good at like paying attention to the map. So if like you're stressing him enough that he doesn't see Bane mines that are that juicy, you're doing something right.
Dude, Inno was trading so efficiently until Cyril got to Hive. It was insane.
Well, that's like anything. That's like playing anything though. Like,
But that's the
oh, I
strength
was
of
doing
Cyril.
so well, and then they got Hive units.
Like, that's the
Like-
strength of Cyril, though. Like, he's like how he should play the late game. He plays it like nobody else.
Well, yeah, he just like refuses to step off creep with his like main army until like he has Hive units, and he just like pins you back with run bys and shit.
Well, it's also that his creep spread is fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
I'm
when you
not
say
denying that.
when you say he refuses to step off creep, is like he refuses to step off 80% of the map.
Pretty much. Actually,
Yeah.
more.
It is actually probably more.
If you do like a side by side at like the 8-minute mark from pre-patch and post-patch, I'm pretty sure the creep gets farther out after patch for him.
Yeah.
Wait, why would it get further? I don't get it.
He's picking up his units and moving them to the next map in the series already. It's like,
Because
well,
when you're that good at creep spread, you already have like 3 tumors at a time in every direction, so it spreads at the same speed.
yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It doesn't change. It doesn't affect it if you have 2 tumors or more.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I say. Rapid fire creep is really good. Who remembers how triggered Sal was when he saw that for the first time?
What?
Wait,
Sal was watching Cyril replay, and he like watched Cyril do the rapid fire creep, and he's like, he just waved his fucking hand, and he just kept saying it for like 10 minutes. It's like it broke his brain.
I remember the first time I saw that, it looked like a fucking literal tidal wave of creep. I was like, what?
The first time I saw that, I literally screamed. I actually screamed at Mark. It was like,
I was like, is that allowed?
like I remember I was in Discord with Mark. I was like, "How can you play this game, you absolute ape? Are you watching what I'm watching?"
It's like you just click where you want creep and you get it instantly. You know what? I want this entire sector of the map with creep. Click.
Dude, I'm surprised Joey hasn't put creep spread into the how it looks, how it feels series yet. I'm really shocked.
That's because it already looks how it feels.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
It requires no embellishment.
I do like the nerf though, because now not everybody has good creep spread.
Oh yeah, the bad players are like terrible at it, and the good players are the same. It's awesome.
wow,
Yeah,
bad
but
players are
it's
bad
awesome.
in the video game.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like the bad players could like creep set like the same. Not
If
anymore.
only that worked for Protoss.
Yeah, it's a classic Blizzard nerf. It's where they make the game more difficult for people that are bad at the game, but the people that are good at the game, it does nothing.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like you
that's-
see, after the nerf, game time felt like to 5.4 and shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
actually nice.
fucking loved it.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure
Is
that's
that
like,
how we're judging the efficacy of Zerg nerfs?
that's
Yeah.
like 50% of the reason I got
Game
6.1. Like,
I've been slaughtering Zergs, like keep rising and shit. I'm actually happy with the nerf. Like the Zergs that are not good are just not good anymore. I creep spreading.
yeah, that's like 90% of being good at Zerg.
Yeah.
No, but they can still
literally.
get you with some.
You can miss injects, but you cannot miss creep spread.
Like, there's still some bullshit that they can do though. Like mass muta. If they go mass muta, and you didn't see it coming, well,
Yeah, it's kind of terrible. Yeah, it's not good.
Dude, that guy took like 15 bases versus Jason today. I don't
Which
think he was
guy?
even making.
Oh, the Zerg?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Warren. I was like, oh, I just killed his fourth base at like the 6-minute mark. He's got like 3 other fourths. I'm like, okay.
He's like kills his third. Is like, dude.
There's probably 2 tumors next to each of them.
I love
like
playing
she
Warren.
spends 300
He always
minerals
tells me
for
to
the
get
one.
cancer.
Like, I'm so far ahead. Checks the other third. It's like there's a base there, fully saturated.
Just
like
put all the
regular.
drones on that base. He didn't even care. He just evacuated immediately. That's why I'm meching now. I just like don't, because you don't have to worry about mutas.
Really, dude, I lose way more games with mech than with bio.
Think so?
I
What
haven't
are you
lost a game
losing
with
to? The
bio.
Ravager shit?
Yeah, Ravager is almost.
Yeah, that's hard. I've had it happen once. And it's like impossible to beat.
How good are the new Cyclones versus Ravagers?
They're pretty good. Like,
Against
I think the
Ravagers,
best way to
they're
play-
good.
I
Against
think the best
Roaches,
way to
they're
play
shit.
mech right now. The best way to play mech right now is like Cyclone Banshee. It's actually
Yeah,
really
it
good.
actually is.
It's actually disgustingly good.
What if they go Hydra?
No,
you
you
go
actually don't care.
What if they go muta?
You
Yeah.
actually don't care.
Oh, Cyclones, yeah, Cyclones.
If they go Hydra Bane, you have to switch them. You actually have to switch to tanks. Like Banings are like the hardest Hydra.
Wait,
Yeah,
does
that's-
Cyclone
that's
outrange
true.
Bird
Okay,
Lord?
here's the reason why it's good. It's because you make Cyclones with Banshees, and then like they're like, oh, Cyclones, like big roaches. You know, the armored unit that dies to Cyclones.
Do you go
That's why it's-
Hellbats too, I assume?
Dude, I'm probably not the
Well, if they
reveal
go
on these
Lings, what do you
textures.
do?
You stay, you give them in Hellions.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I'm trolling myself. I'm pretty sure like one of my maps got knocked down because of texturing. It's like I tried to do some like weird rainbow shit.
And now you're doing weird rainbow shit.
I'm doing it again, but a little different, but it's basically the same. So it's probably I'm gonna have to like undo all this. Oh well. I want to see how it looks at least before I undo all of it.
I mean, I like the initial pathways, but this is interesting.
Well, that's one way to put it. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, we'll see if it's good or terrible. Like, I feel like this kind of texturing is going to be terrible until you get it just right.
I think
and that might not
a
ever
lot of it
happen.
is also like, especially the purple stuff. People can say it's like, oh, I'll confuse it for creep. It's like game clarity.
You should do it with the parasite textures, so it's like playing in black and white. It's great.
So,
Dude,
Jason, do you
Smoke
ever
always
have
does
fun
that.
putting widow mines on creep because they can't see the circle anymore?
They can't?
No,
Since when?
it like completely obscures it. Unless you're playing on like super specific settings.
I haven't noticed too much. I haven't got a lot of little mines though. I'm just going mech.
Jason hasn't gotten to his third Zerg race yet.
Yeah. One race at a time.
Dude, I just want to see what happens when Jason discovers Vipers.
Wait, you can abduct units and kill them for free?
Oh, I already know about the Vipers, don't you worry.
3 units.
Okay, Jason, I think you should go back to Bio, but you should do the 60 SCV style.
For TVZ?
60
Yeah, it's
SCV
fun.
racks 1 factory.
I tried that today actually. It was pretty fun. I didn't get 60 SCVs, I got like 80. But it was...
No, you need to survive. You don't need more than 60. It's like supply that you need on Bio.
Yeah, I was aiming for 60, but I overshot by 20.
Yeah, I actually have that issue. Like today I had my first game where I did it perfectly, where I stayed at 60. And it was
Oops,
beautiful, dude.
I overshot by a base.
Like fucking X got fucking slaughtered, dude.
Yeah, it's
I got
pretty
so
good.
much shit. It was great.
Fucking eggs.
Yeah, he was still sniping me and he got 3 out. His goodness.
Is he BM? Why was he sniping you?
He always still snipe people.
Oh, does he?
You know? Yeah.
Not me.
He cares too much about the MMR, so he actually like still snipes people.
Oh, he's one of those fucking guys.
Yeah.
So he's like
Wait, who is
Kane.
this?
That's actually filthy tryhard status.
That's
Wait, who is
fucking
this
that's what Kane did to me during WCS. He sniped me like 5 times to get my points.
He also was like stream cheating as you have him.
Yeah.
Dude, I still
Can't
remember
even cheat.
when
Wait, who is this?
Sal played.
X.
Remember when Sal played Kane and almost beat him?
Did he?
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, one
He's
time he came really close.
what map was that? It was that 16-bit, I think.
Oh wait, I might remember this game.
Yeah, I think like Cell does like weird off timing push. Like people always say, it's like, oh, you gotta push through upgrades, like 1-1 or 2-2 finishes. But he like
Pushes in between, yeah.
yeah, well,
The
yeah,
usual
like that's
soft
what
push.
you should. If you're really good, that's what you should do. Is like sense when like it's not about your upgrades, it's about what your opponent has. You know, sometimes.
That feel when you take the fight with 2-2 30 seconds away and you don't have combat shield started.
Well, I mean, obviously that could be a problem, right? It's like not like when it's like, 20 to 30 seconds away. It's like you may as well wait. But there are definitely opportunities that you get when you're between upgrades. And like Sal just hit this perfect time. He had such a lead, but of course he threw the game.
That feel when Smile decides to cheese someone with Cyclones but forgets to get the upgrade.
Oh my god, no. Jesus
Smile,
Christ,
please.
And I almost won that game, dude. It was against Goblin, dude. That was gonna be
Fucking
such
Goblin.
That was gonna be such a huge MMR boost. That guy is like 6.5.
Wait, is he really?
Yeah, like I killed the Nexus, but I couldn't kill his army because I forgot the upgrade.
I thought Goblin was like 5.6.
No, he's actually really good right now.
Smile couldn't kill the Immortal because his Cyclones did no damage.
It's bad one.
That feel when your Cyclones hit things with pool noodles.
Goes into the next game, does the same cheese, still gets his upgrade delayed.
What's your Protoss MMR now, Jason?
4.8-ish.
Oh, jeez, you'll be jammed by next week.
I just need to go on a winning streak for like a half a day.
Nice to know.
It should only be like 8 games.
I'm still waiting for you to snipe Sal.
I'm not gonna snipe him.
Snipe
Oh,
Sal.
Jason's afraid of getting banned again.
Snipe everyone in the community who's like mid to high masters. You just fucking.
If I play him, I'll play him, but I'm not gonna snipe him.
Snipe him as in stream
If you
cheat.
play-
Snipe
if you
him
play-
just to get to play.
Damn.
If you play him, he's gonna say that you sniped him.
If I sniped him and beat him with Protoss, that'd be like the end of any if that happened to me.
Yeah, no, Jason, if you hit Sal with your Protoss, you're gonna have to throw the game on purpose.
But I did that.
Honestly.
I did that to poke money, and he wasn't mad about it. Like I sniped him with Zerg and I killed him.
Sal wouldn't be mad either because he's Sal, but just if that happened to me, I would fucking actually go to his house
To
and
be
beat
fair,
him up.
though, he smashed my Zerg 3 times in a row afterwards.
Yes, Jason, you would beat him up.
Well, I would bring a fucking Glock, so it would be pretty easy.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, this narrative doesn't make sense without a gun.
That
It's the
feel
worst
when you,
timeline ever.
You know, when you do the politeness Canadian meme sort of show up on his doorstep. I'm sorry. Could I please hit you now?
can I please hit you now? Nice Mimi.
Yeah, I would actually kill myself if anybody did that to me, so I would never do it to anybody else.
Why is it just too Canadian for you?
I wonder if Slammer role plays being Slammer when he plays the game, or is it just?
Dude, Slammer is the best meme on the ladder. Don't hate on my boy.
Slammer is bored now. Proceeds to AFK.
Oh my god, I love Slammer.
Slammer, that's my boy.
Slammer doesn't lose. Slammer got bored.
Dude, I fucking dunked that guy with Protoss. It's funny.
I like Slammer. He gets good MMR.
I also like when Jason plays TVT, sees the dude build random Tempest, is like, am I meant to be building Tempest? Proceeds to build his own Tempest.
I was like, well, it must be good. This guy's fucking massing Tempest. So I mass Tempest. It's like terrible.
Let's make
The
some
thing
here.
here, Chase, it's like he doesn't. It's like there's a couple dots that don't connect. That if he started making them first, he will have more of them.
Dude,
I don't know, I
that's why
just
you have more
really-
production so that you have more of them. Hello, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Now,
turn
remember
the
how-
most A's, man.
I'm just craving.
He
I'm
has
just
and then
craving it. I
just
need to watch Jason play Phoenixes. I just need to watch him
Yeah,
play
actually,
Phoenix v
why
Phoenix.
haven't you played Phoenixes? Phoenixes are like what people do in actual PvP.
Yeah, but they require fucking micro. What the fuck?
But streamer, you're 6.1k.
Yeah, but
With
You're saying that
Terran.
your race does not require micro?
Protoss is
Choose your
supposed to be
answer
like the
carefully,
race
streamer.
that I play when I need a break.
Oh. Yo, Jason, have you tried the Blink DT Zealotol in?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I have not.
Or just
You just
fucking
get
do
a
the
bunch
cannon
of
rush into
blink
proxy
DTs,
void
and you
ring
blink
means.
behind their army, and then you
Oh,
run
I've
the
had it
zealots
happen to
in.
me. I've had it happen to me.
Yeah, and they just disappear. And they're like, "What happened?"
And like
My
especially if you don't scan, so you don't see the DTs coming initially.
If
Oh
you
yeah,
have
you
a
have about
Raven,
1
that's
second to realize.
that's the reason that I always get a Raven when I play against the DT. Like somebody makes DTs, I make a Raven. Because if not, you can get actually caught by like DT Blink. It's insane.
Oh yeah, it takes literally 2 swipes to kill half your army.
Does it take like I think one DT takes 3 hits to kill a tank or some shit?
It depends on the DT's upgrades, though.
No, he's right. It takes three swipes because in TP you never get armor upgrade for a mech.
Yeah, what base damage for what Dark Temporal is what 50?
Now it's 45.
In 1 billion.
It's 45 base and then 5 for each additional upgrade.
It's at least 1.5 billion.
Yeah, it's enough to kill your overkill your units by one HP.
It's enough to get you out of the game, dude.
Streamer, just fucking make battle cruisers. That way you don't have to worry about DTs.
See, that's my logic.
Fucking QZ's fucking like ahead of the curve. Streamer, just make this unit that doesn't get attacked by the ground unit. Hello?
My
Sure, was telling me
BCs
to make
cannot die to
BCs
the
before
Baneling.
the debuff.
Streamer, if the Protoss comes to kill your shit, just lift it off. We can't attack. Easy.
Oh my god, all the more reason not to upgrade your CC so you can load your SCVs into it and fly off with them.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Here's the funniest thing I've seen. I saw Thermal get building armor on his stream like 2 days ago or something, and he saw the Zerg come in to try to like bully his planetary, so he hid them like all 10 that you can fit in the planetary once you have the upgrade. And then the SCVs just died to the same banelings that killed the CV.
Ooh.
He was a little unhappy about that.
Upset. But
I still don't see a reason to get those fucking upgrades until 3.3 is done.
It takes too long.
It's just like, it just cuts into your actual upgrades is the problem.
Yeah, and it cuts, and which, I mean, it doesn't help you do a timing
Jason,
attack.
If you build a wall of 4 engineering base,
Listen,
Here we go again.
Oh my god.
Listen here, you little shit.
exactly. Okay, we
all I'm
reached
saying
out when I
is
told
get more
Dogen to
upgrades
count
at
his
once,
frames.
dude.
But if you're gonna forget 2-2 anyways, why don't you just forget 2-2 and get the building upgrade armor instead? Hello? That way, at least you're fucking getting some sort of upgrade and forgetting everything completely. God.
The thing is, it actually is helpful against people that like Wham that have back savvy styles. And I mean, Wham's bad anyway, but
Oh, they're great upgrades. It's just that the fact that 2.2 is better. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I need you to do some research
All
on
right,
the
well,
ladder. for me.
Smile has spoken.
You need to do. Without
can't
it,
be
you're
right.
gonna fight the Zerg.
You cannot be right. The Smile has spoken.
Ooh, that
I mean,
looks
how-
nice.
You can, like Lynx will beat you in a
Does
straight
it?
up fight if you don't have to.
I can't tell yet. feel
I
like
mean, the platforms look nice.
As long as your map doesn't fucking blind me or look like it's black and white, you got my vote, dude.
Well, I'm not gonna give it Zweck lighting, so at least I'll avoid one of the two.
Dude, whoever tested the map for this fucking map pool is retarded.
Yeah, who fucking judged that shit? God damn.
Who the
Oh,
fuck?
the
did
idiot
it?
Who the fuck
That map is
wasted?
favorite for Terra, dude.
What fucking baboon?
Fucking A.
You considered not being a baboon?
Yeah, what a fucking loser. Who would even bother?
But why, streamer?
It's almost as if every other fucking pro player was too lazy to do it and they had to hire 2 fucking NA plebs to fucking do it.
It's okay, at least one of them's over 5k.
Damn.
He went there. He just straight up went there.
It evened
He
out.
has no shame.
I mean,
Can't
salvage.
stop.
Jason's under 5k with Protoss. Come on, obviously. Hello?
Yeah,
Salvaged.
exactly. Salvage.
Oh my god.
Salvaged.
Where is this salvage meme coming from? Why is it so pure?
How does he not have a salvage emote?
Okay,
Dude,
Jason,
we're
look-
still waiting for the salamander emote.
Oh,
so
dude,
look at the-
I want the
Salamander.
salamander so bad.
Look
Dude,
at the
I
supply
feel like-
difference, and I keep threaded. This is why I like Aatrox's. It's so broken.
Dude, I
It's
think
so good
Salamander would
against
work if he like split it up into like
Mm.
2 or 3 emotes. So like you have like a right side and a left side.
Like, look at the supply difference. And look
That
at the
might
cape.
work.
You cannot push that cape at all.
That's pretty good. I used to.
Yeah.
I remember a build similar to this used to be pretty viable in part of the Swarm.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
salvo set.
Oh, the one that Bomber used to do. Bomber used to love like that to like a shit ton of Marines push.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for reminding me about Bomber's existence. Sal might be good at it, but there is no throw like a Bomber throw.
How do you
Oh,
open
yeah.
Smile? Do you just go like Hellion?
Hellion Banshee.
Ah, okay.
Like, the opener doesn't really matter.
Yeah. You don't get
Hellion
damage done anyways
Banshee,
versus
Hellion
good players
Drone,
anymore.
Hellion Libero, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, I did no damage with my opener.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Also, I'm not sure about Sal always opens up Raven in TVZ, and I always look at it and I'm like, I'm not sure if that's ideal.
I
It's
mean,
good.
Raven
You
can be
want
okay
them.
on some maps. If you
Like,
can, like,
they're-
have
they're
with
good.
onto it. By the way,
Although
the
I wish
best,
he would get +1 armor when he does his BC memes. It's so
if
funny.
we get the Raven auto turret range map, like Raven, like TVC might be.
Oh
like,
yeah,
a
yeah, the
global
cast
matchup.
range on it.
Oh yeah, you could do Hellion Raven again. Would be sick.
Yeah, because that was the
wish-
only opener we had that actually did damage to the Zergs.
Yeah,
I
you can
wish
kill
they
creep.
would
it's
give
great.
Raven Prism range for turrets, just so that Protoss can enjoy that shit.
Honestly, I wouldn't even mind if they gave Raven auto turret the range back as like an upgrade. I would get it.
Yeah, no, that way we have like an opponent that actually deals damage to the Zerg. Dude, I love being ahead in supply against Zerg. It's so nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
As long as they don't
Yeah.
fucking put damage on the Seeker, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Broken ass shit.
But it is true though, like the only opener we had that actually was not bad against Zerg was the Raven opener, and they nerfed the shit out of it.
I missed that opener.
Same here.
How that goes.
Yeah.
I used to literally be like game time's nightmare with that opener. He hated it.
Yeah, you know what else is game time's nightmare?
Any multi-prong and harass because he F2s everywhere.
Yup.
Macro.
Units
Late
of any
game
kind.
healed. Tanks, he also like hate tanks because like you literally against game time you could like go double factory and just never move out, and he will kill himself.
Well, he kind of
Wait, really?
branched out,
Really?
he kind of branched out a little, right? Because he used to play only roaches.
Yeah, no. Like he would go ultras, but he would attack into your tanks.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, he's actually retarded.
Listen, Viper is a hard unit to grasp.
Yes, it is.
Was that supposed to be a pun?
Dude, I just slaughtered the shit out of BioI's Firefox.
Well,
on
clearly not,
yesterday.
given how people didn't pick up on it.
0 out of 10.
Feels bad, man.
I missed that part. Could you start over from the beginning?
If I could
0 out of
only
10.
figure out TVP. I only need to figure out TVP.
Dude, we already went over this F10 and N. Come on. Jason, how do you play TVP?
I mean, I guess you can find a way to
Disruptor Blink.
I guess you can find a way to DDoS your opponent, and then you can win against the
Jason,
opponents.
how do you play PvP?
Kill yourself.
Fuck, there you go. You have your answer.
Watching Jason play PvP is actually the worst thing in the world. Because he
Not
just
great.
builds
I
like
find that's the most
2,000 Blink Stalkers for no reason.
Yeah, I learned that today, I think. Not to make that unit anymore.
You think?
Really? How many times did you have to die for that?
I didn't realize it took 1,400 shots to kill a zealot.
He died at least
I
7
Look,
have
times.
a-
Jason, is this like the time that you were talking to me in chat and you were like, look, I don't see why adepts are that threatening, and then one got into your base and killed 5 probes?
Yep. See, it's got to happen to me for me to understand. That's the problem.
Also, Jason
I just
Ford
wish it had
kills
been
the best
2,
for-
because if it had been 2, you would have been triggered into oblivion.
I wish more maps put this fucking circle.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
I decide what I should do for like the mains and.
Now that I play Protoss, like it's good to know where to put the fucking pylon so the circle helps.
Dude, like there were some maps in like history where they misplaced the circle or like wasn't quite the right shape.
I
Like
think there was
Deadwing
the
was
funny thing
definitely
is,
off,
as
and there's a
much
couple
fun as
others.
Have you blocked your own expansion yet, Jason?
I have not.
That's impressive. You're doing better than Classic.
I tried to lift my Nexus today. It was not good.
Okay, I'm going to bed good night.
Alright, good
Nice.
night, Phil.
Oh, I should go to bed. It's fucking 3 in the morning.
That is late. Alright. I love everybody except for, I guess Sudokun's not here, so I guess I like all of you.
Alright, good night, Sarah.
Good
Nice
night.
streamer.
Good night.
I also love all of you.
Yeah, way to steal my idea. Fucking.
Man, I wish I could start a game with a battle cruiser. Just call one enemy base.
Oh my
and
god.
Go
Well,
in
if
there.
you like that mechanic, I have a game for you, friendo.
Listen, I'm not playing fucking co-op.
No, it's Co 2.
Huh?
Yeah, you should play Company of Heroes with me and Filker if you like that.
I don't know, dude. The only RTS that I'm really looking forward to is Total War, the Free Kingdoms.
I don't know about it. Tell me, what's the meme?
It's Total War, but in like Free Kingdoms China.
Oh, I haven't played any of the Total War series. I don't know.
It's like massive, really super staged battles, but the thing is that we don't actually know much about like ancient history of China outside of like this one epic saga written by a dude who clearly blew everything out of proportion. But the game sort of recreates exactly how he blew it out of proportion, so you get like these epic generals who can like cut down
Okay.
hundreds of people, and like they're basically like heroes, but they carry sort of the histories of real people, so they have like real
Wait, is there
bonds.
gonna be like a Shaolin faction where I could get like 19 monks that slaughter just like hundreds of thousands of soldiers?
Not quite.
Damn.
Because it's more about like ancient sort of like Chinese generals who are like actual historical figures.
This map is starting to look really good.
Well, that's good because I was afraid it's gonna look like shit.
Okay, it looks like shit.
Yeah, that's more like it. Maybe that's true. second.
By the way, Timmy,
What's up?
what do you think about maps like Abiogenesis that are like super short?
Well,
I'd like to
you could
buy
talk to the
Abiogenesis,
map
by the way.
maker. He's in chat.
Ooh,
Sweat.
sweats, Timmy. Wait, who is the map maker? -0?
Yeah. He's got a lot of other ladder maps, so I don't think he'll care too much if you shit on the one.
Yeah, if
No, no,
there's
no, no,
any
I don't
map
think
that you've
I don't
ever
think it's bad.
died to a shitty Roach Ravager timing, there's a pretty good chance he made it.
Listen, dude.
Whoa, that's not true at all, man. Fucking Apotheosis, you did not die to fucking Roach Ravager Allins in that map.
Well, you do have that on me. That is true.
Actually, I think my first game on Abiogenesis was like me building 5 bases and figuring out that Zerg can kill me for free. That felt bad. But then again, what's the point of building 5 bases if you don't know how to macro?
How many layers of this ice cream sandwich of a map gonna get? Nice move. Actually, one of my biggest pet peeves with some video games, like the Fire Emblem series, Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, is they have this like really well developed engine that it runs on, and there's no editing tools for it. That kind of triggered me.
I imagine you're gonna make the ramps Protosy, like the actual ramp texture.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet because I want to put these trims in first, so then I can see where the textures have to go.
So. Are there any collaboration-based maps where multiple map makers make the same map? Or are they always like
Different people done it before. Usually, when people are making competitive maps, I think it's pretty rare that it happens. Back in the day, they kind of had like map teams, which sort of did that, but it's only like a couple map makers that use that a lot. I don't think it's awkward. Like I've done it a lot. I've probably done it a lot more than anyone else, but none of those maps were used for anything. So.
Well, I mean, Avex made Eye Bleach, so give credit where it's due, you know.
Listen, Eye Bleach is the best map I've ever seen.
No, it is. Eye Bleach is life.
Listen. It has the
I
best.
can imagine that's true.
Okay, so
Eye Bleach? Yeah, you explain it.
So one night, drunk Avex, 2 of us, and Jim Tony were sitting in Discord. It was like 4 a.m. in the morning, and we were like, let's make the worst map you've ever seen. So we decided what would be the worst looking textures. We chose green and orange. And we made the map where, like, with the biggest sized mains, with like all the tank ledges. It was meant to be the most pro-Terra and horrible map you could ever make. And it's fucking hilarious. Best meme
There
ever
is
made.
literally a pillar in the natural that is pathable, and you can fit exactly 1 siege tank on it.
Amazing.
Eye Bleach is the best map, and I don't care what anyone has to say.
We
about
should
it.
play on Eye Bleach sometime, dude.
Oh my god, TBT on Eye Bleach would give me so much cancer.
Don't worry, dude. I will only make speed banshees.
Oh my god, QC, I love you.
You guys have like a screenshot of that map, so.
I think I do actually. Let me see.
I don't.
Maybe paste the link in like Twitch chat.
I do not have a link to it anymore.
I wanted to. I thought it was like it was in Sal chat, but then I considered the idea of having to scroll for this.
Yeah.
Well,
like
you could search maybe, but
Yeah, I'll try.
if it's too much effort, don't worry about it. Oh, now we have a viewer who wants to see it, so now you guys gotta find it.
I'm looking.
I found one result which is like, where's jumped.
There's a bunch of people talking about it, but
Okay, so Eye Bleach isn't a good Zerg map. No, it's a shop.
Reddit.com/art. I bleach.
Figured this is easier.
Yeah, that works in.
Probably, yeah.
Dude, I can't find Eye Bleach.
No, I'm triggered. I needed it. I needed to see its glory again. Oh well. I'll ask
Okay,
my
wait.
next to send it to me in
I
the
think I'm
morning.
onto something. I might find it.
Oh.
I found where Avex was like showing its maps.
This is actually a published.
I don't know.
I doubt it, dude. Come on.
When I looked at it, Avex sent me like the map editor file, and I had to open it.
Do you have it in the conversation with you saved somewhere?
No. The last thing I have from Avex is him sending me the El Dorito file from Halo Online.
Oh my god. I found the
Not to
proposed
mention
shirts
Metal and
from
Stream.
Timmy
Monka
for
TOS,
Sal.
Monka TOS,
Diamond
Monka
Protoss.
TOS.
I lost to Diamond Protoss.
Dude, he might put one of those on his store. Actually, he's gonna put the flex face on there. I think he doesn't want any text though.
Dude, we have to convince Jason to make Joker Globe a real thing. I need it.
I don't even know what you'd use it for. Like,
I don't care.
you would just like
Oh
have
my
it pop
God.
up on
Sometimes
screen.
you see an emote that's just so good, you have to use it, okay?
Are you talking about that GIF I made?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how. Like, maybe like a donation GIF or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how donation gift things work on Twitch, and I also don't know what kind of scaling down you have to do on it.
Well, I mean, I bet Jason probably just uses like Streamlabs to do that kind of stuff, but like, there's like a million different ways you could make donation gifts. Like, I don't know, because like Sal does all his programming, so he's got his own way of showing donations. Of course, Jason's not going to be doing that, but
Yeah.
you know, you could probably just add like some kind of folder or something for Streamlabs, and he'll show it.
So, Neg, what is the shittiest tile type?
Shittiest tile type. Good question. Jackal dust, maybe.
Kelmorian that's just like fucking AIDS to look at.
Port
I-
Zion.
I actually can't find it. I'm sorry.
Port Zion? I've never heard of this meme. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Zackle Das is like terrible lighting. It's like almost like Zweck lighting. No, it's not that bad, but all the textures are kind of like blue and green, but they don't really work that well together.
Ew.
I mean, Zweck lighting is just weird. I think it looks good actually. But it's just-
It can.
Neg, is there something up with your mic, man?
I have no idea. People complain about it a lot.
It's probably just a cheap mic or like a headset mic.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's attached to a headset that doesn't actually work anymore, like part.
Ah.
That's probably why it's
So, I
got
mean-
problems.
It's probably gonna break.
Yeah, it cuts out. Like I can still understand what you're saying, but like I'll miss like a little bit here and there.
I feel like that happens even like decent headset mic. Well, not decent ones because I have a pretty cheap headset mic, but
The alternative is me shoving it really close to my mouth like this, which probably sounds terrible.
yeah, it does. That definitely reduces
That
the
sounds
sound
even
quality.
worse.
I think the concept of eye bleach was like pouring bleach into your eyes, so I'm not sure if it's pleasant to look at.
No, I think eye bleach was the concept of cleansing your eyes of the Protoss filth.
I mean, eye bleach is normally like purifying yourself from some disgusting shit. So
Exactly.
It
Like,
was
hold on,
pretty
let me
disgusting.
go. Let me go cleanse my fucking eyes of this garbage.
So
So basically, anytime someone opens up a replay and they see that QZ doesn't have hotkeys, eye bleach.
But listen, I never have hotkeys.
Yeah, I know.
Yet I micro Reapers better than Grizz. Although
Oh
that's
my
fine.
god. Look, there is no one that micros Reapers worse than Grizz. It's so bad. Like, he will lose every time.
I bet he types the same way he micros his Reapers.
Poorly. No, but like Grizz is super easy to bait. So if you go double Reaper Hellion against his double Reaper Hellion, just put your Hellion in front and he'll attack it first, and then just lose the fight because you hit Reapers and he hit the Hellion.
They goofy.
And he'll be sitting there and like he won't run away. Like if you try to do that to Serdokin or Jim, they know that like, oh fuck, I hit the Hellion, I lose now, so they leave. But Grizz will like keep fighting.
Well, Jim's like a Grandmaster level player, isn't he? Or close to it.
Yeah, but like Reaper, like knowing when your Reaper is gonna win that fight is a super integrated part of like playing Terran in the early game. Like losing your first or second Reaper is, depending on when it happens, potentially game ending.
Depending on your MMR, it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering because I have no idea what Grizz is ranked.
Grizz is like
Grizz is like 36 to 39.
So yeah, no, that's definitely not true at all. Like he could definitely lose a Reaper and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's not like what'll happen is like it's not so much that like you're scared of diamond players microing their Reapers so well that they kill all your workers, but they will delay your factory and shit, and that is also itself a big deal.
It's like sacking a queen, right? Oh wait. I wonder what it was like making maps for when Tankivac was a thing.
I'm pretty sure it just didn't fucking matter what you did.
Yeah, I don't remember giving a shit about maps at that point. Like, either I just didn't care, I didn't factor them in, or I didn't make maps during that time. Cause like that, I pretty much stopped playing. Like, I think Legacy of the Void beta, I remember doing some Archon mode with like Tankivac. It's just dumb. And I refused the ladder at that point.
I just remember, I remember this terrible moment where I was like considering coming back to StarCraft during HOTS, and at least I think it was HOTS. And I remembered seeing Swarm Host, and I remembered seeing Tankivacs on King Sejong.
Yeah, Swarm hosts were a big thing, but not Tankivacs didn't show up until Legacy of the Void beta.
Yeah. Okay, so that must have been early Legacy then.
Dude, I played one game versus Storm hosts in Hearts of the Storm. Well, Hearts of the Storm.
Heroes of the Swarm, boy.
Yeah, dude. No, I legit.
Too many
played,
HOTS acronyms.
I installed StarCraft, played one game versus Swarm hosts, uninstalled StarCraft, and waited for the next expansion.
Yep, you and everybody else.
It's funny how at so many times during the game's history, there's been exactly like one unit that's been a problem.
You know what pisses me off though? So we all know that the whole Swarm host thing was like super AIDS, but then people keep saying it's like, oh, King Sejong Station is such a great map, or it's like, oh, there's such a good, it's fun for Terran. Like, those motherfuckers don't remember watching PvZ like in like Pro League, like PvZ on King's
Well, no.
Aging Station was like the worst thing ever. Like, the worst matchup.
I mean, people are still nostalgic for like 2010 for StarCraft.
Well, they say that, but as soon as they played a game like Zanaga Caverns or something worse,
Oh,
like,
God.
they would not say that. They wouldn't start doing that anymore. Like the
Oh,
Dream
yeah.
Pool happened, and like so the community demanded the maps in the Dream Pool, and then the community was like a week into it, they're like, "Fuck this, we need to get the old maps back, or like the normal maps back in." So yeah, some people.
I don't know. There's some maps that some maps are tricky and others aren't. I honestly have still played customs on Metalopolis, and it doesn't bother me.
Well, it's also Forest Cross now, isn't it? Or is it? It's at least no close spawn.
I don't know which version of it I was playing on, but
Well, if you're playing the
probably.
Blizzard
Blizzard
one,
usually
it's
has
gonna
only
be
one
most updated.
version.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So that when they made the change, they probably just edited that version instead of making a new one.
yes.
Okay.
I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure how I pick which maps I like and which maps I don't as a player.
I just remember dying to
If you
Ruthless
can
and
take
Fester on
11
that.
bases behind one choke,
Oh yeah, good map. 10 out of 10.
Well, that's a
Not-
Protoss map.
The amount of BCs you can make. Amazing. I don't know, I think my top 3 favorite maps are probably Catalyst,
awesome.
Odyssey, and Ascension of Fire.
Dude, you realize 2 of
Odyssey.
those are really bad for Terran.
I do, but somehow those were the maps I enjoyed the most.
Yeah, but they're so big. They make such epic games.
Yeah, that's the meme I've been getting at. It's like with players, like you make a map that's super standard, make it a little too big,
Look.
so it's bad for Terran.
Look.
And I'm like, oh, there's so many epic games in this map. Well, that's because there's
Yeah,
so many
and
games
you know how
on
many
it because
games
nobody
were
viewed
just
us it.
SOS taking the fucking gold base? Yeah, no.
Listen, I didn't say they were good maps. It's just like the maps that I remember, the most fond memories of those 3 maps.
Well, see,
Catalyst
that's
has
why it
some of the
triggers
most-
me. It's not that.
Catalyst has some of the most abusable tank ledges I've ever seen.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, hold on. Let's show him the real tank ledges.
Well,
You
show me
find out.
the win rates. Because like I said, like Terrans kind of need to abuse tanks to win games. Like just because there's
Yeah,
beautiful
we
tank
were
spots
talking
doesn't mean
about
there's a
that earlier.
problem. Exactly. Don't forget that.
You see, okay, so here's the thing that I've noticed when there's a map that's strong for Terran in like the Innovation 2-2 timing push variety, like with tanks and all the memes, it's people that don't play Terran fucking hate looking at it because they don't know how to like not lose all their units dumbly. I don't know.
I mean, there are so many ways to actually stall a Terran's push, but
Oh yeah, no, you can fucking. Ugh.
like Zerg can just park like 10 Zerglings on the other side of the map and just wait for you to cross halfway point.
Well,
Make your own-
Well, the thing is,
Well,
a lot of
that's
people
why
it
you
seems
put
like
your rally
don't really
in-
differentiate between creative play and bullshit play.
yeah.
It's a fine line.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, but QZ, the way you deal with that is you just lower one depot and rally on top of it, and those lings will never do anything.
Tell that
You don't
to
even
Dark-
have to look back. Now, if you're talking about Jason, then I can't help you there because he's going to open the fucking door and let the lings in anyway.
Dude, at one point I just started building a bunker next to my natural and loading like 4 Marines in there and just forgetting about it.
I mean, if you're dying to backstabs, it's better than pulling your army back. Like, there are actually players that I completely co-sign doing that. Like, if you ever like get enough MMR to hit wham on ladder, dude, build the bunkers. You'll be so happy you did.
And like Protoss can just like snipe you off with blink stalkers and delay your push so hard.
Yeah, that is true.
Also, don't even get me started on disruptors. It's like a siege tank, but it moves. Doesn't need to siege. and your units automatically ran into its shots.
Timmy, you actually are giving this map so many layers. Goddamn.
Well, I just hope it looks decent because I'm putting too much effort into it. In fact, see, it's kind of funny because like I feel like that's why like a lot of my maps are like really half-assed. Because one, I know nobody's gonna play on them, and then sometimes I can put a ton of effort into something and it looks like complete shit.
Yeah, I used to do that too when I spent more time like writing music. I'd like overwork stuff into complete fucking oblivion.
Not gonna lie, that's a really weird color scheme. Like, I don't think it looks bad, but a lot of people are gonna be like, "The hell is this?"
Well, yeah, like I said, I think
I think if you should make the dead space lava and it won't look quite so out of place.
To be honest, this looks like a big oil spill to me.
dude, the oil slick look.
Okay, QZ colorblind confirmed.
I think no, he's talking like the oil slick kind of look where it's
Yeah.
not quite because I feel like it needs to be like based on black though. You know, it's gotta have like the streaks of the color.
Right, no, but I mean the effect of like, you know.
What a box of Crayola this is.
Plus, you don't know what Zerg oil looks like. You can make a claim.
Do you have like a theme plan for this? Besides,
Rainbow? No.
Besides
I don't know what it
Crayola.
is. This is what's gonna kill me, man. I keep trying to make this rainbow thing work. I've tried like so many iterations of it, and I feel like it's slowly getting better, but it's not worth the effort I'm doing. And it's killing maps too. Like Humanoid got knocked out. I think Cantuva told me that one of the judges looked at it, he's like, "Oh, it's a really good map, but the color scheme can't work." So
right.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Jason who was the judge who said it. I would not be surprised at all.
Jason is actually picky about his colors, man.
Yeah, so it's very possible that Jason sniped that map.
Let me see. I had one of my maps that I was gonna do a rainbow color scheme, but it was just too, so I changed it.
Are you sure about no watchtowers though?
Watchtowers suck, dude.
Yeah. Full agree.
Wow.
Do not want.
Giving a neutral objectives for players to fight over?
Well, and like this is what it basically becomes a chore. So like what happens is like if you want to do anything on the map, you have to take it. So it's like 90% of the game. It's like one player sent over like 3 Marines, and another player sends them to the Zealot.
Or siege observers to watch the entire fucking map for you. Like, it becomes something that that Terran needs if they want to have like a large chunk of map vision, and the other races don't.
I think Blizzard's idea was that it's like, oh, it's an objective that people can fight over, but then it's what happens is like there's a couple units there, but basically then the rest of the army sits at home because you can't push out if your opponent can just see it walk across.
Yeah,
I'd be really interested if they added like capturable points that give you a steady flow of resources.
Well, those are called bases.
Resource nodes could be cool. Another thing that could be cool is if there were watchtowers that weren't intended for like large amounts of map vision.
Just trolling a little bit.
Like you could put watchtowers in positions like literally next to abusable tank positions, and that would be something that like mattered, and it would be a hard map objective because if the Zerg controls the watchtower, then the tank position isn't nearly so abusable.
So I'm
definitely it's not like giving vision at the center or the drop paths or something like that.
So I'm definitely gonna have to add something.
Actually work in practice though.
To between like the red textures, like I can't just leave it be flat like that. I mean, I could probably add more of that little purple rock texture and see how that looks eventually. But
are there any like doodads that are like burnt stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely. The thing is like from
I don't think they really match this map though.
Yeah.
Because they're more like realistic burnt, like actually on fire, sort of.
Well, I mean, there's like he might be talking like lava textures or some kind of like magma
Well,
stuff.
like,
I don't know.
I also think
I don't
like,
know. You could put some doodads in there that would like fill some of that like space.
Well, here's the thing: is like this is all gonna be playable like area, right? Anything that's like red is pathable. So I mean, if you wanna,
is there a way to make these Protoss platforms look a little bit less pristine?
I could, but for now, I mean, I'm gonna add other textures eventually, other stuff. Like I'm like halfway through this, you know. So.
All right, first of all, get rid of those natural geysers this instant.
Get rid of the what? Oh, you're talking about the natural from the main base, right?
The
Texture.
no, the natural organic Vespene geysers.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that. I mean, again, it's like there's like a million different things I could be doing right now.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it's
my
not
god,
super important.
this is corridor heaven made for Zerg.
Is there not like a select all function? Damn.
Well, there is,
There
but
is.
then I'd select everything. I don't want to select everything.
Oh, you can't just like control click the geysers and like it would.
Well, I could no. Here's the thing, right? So, well, that's what I did, right? So I did that. So I was only selecting the ones that are on on the
Oh,
Protoss
that's
textures.
right. Okay.
And then what I did is I did select all symmetrical. So now I have all of them, or all the ones I want.
Yeah,
I
and
can
you're just
do-
gonna do it to all the ones that are on the high ground.
Yeah. Or I suppose the smarter thing to do would be select them all, switch them all, and then replace the ones on like the natural ground.
Yeah, if you wanted to save yourself 10 seconds, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't try to be like super time efficient while making maps because like most of the time I'm doing more thinking than actually doing stuff.
Yeah. I can see that. It can does it like become the kind of process where like there are certain things that you like have on your like mental hit list that you're just like mechanically going through and like doing, but you're also like thinking about something else while you do that.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I
I
kind
mean,
of
if
like.
the question is map making merely as like thought APM multitasking intensive than regular StarCraft? Well, no, obviously.
I like the purifier guys. There's more like the normal Protoss ones. Like the normal Protoss ones are kind of ugly.
I use the purified geysers for everything, like Protoss tile sets, Terran tile sets, everything in between. And
I mean, there are some like pretty like white and gray Terran textures. Like it actually could kind of blend in.
So negative, tell me about this map I'm looking in the chat.
oh, it's just a rainbow colored map. That's all I wanted to.
I think you retextured it before you submitted
Oh, that's
it, right?
fucking pretty, dude. That shit's good.
I wasn't quite so happy with it.
What is it? What is that thing in the middle? Like the two stripes?
Those are vision
Line of
blockers.
sight blockers.
Ah,
I thought
incredibly
Coastal
short
was a
rush
little
distance.
out there. It's a really stupid map. It's a meme. See all those high ground pods down the middle?
I do.
Those are full of neutral missile turrets.
Oh! What is this bullshit? Why are you fucking doing this?
No drops.
I can't even fly a fucking Liberator out of my base. What is this garbage? Was this like a map that you made out of pure sarcasm at that category? Like,
Basically. It's a map designed to make air units as useless as possible, essentially.
this map essentially says, fuck your medevacs.
You know what I
Yes.
think? So here's how you can make Liberators work on
But
that.
see,
Like,
it
let's
says the
say,
same thing to Overlord Scouts and
Oh,
Phoenix or Prisms too.
if you're bottom spawn, you go and build your starport in the left corner.
That too.
and then you just fly stuff in. But that I guess that only means you.
Hey, if you're proxying battle cruisers, it would.
Well, because the thing is, if
Listen,
you
dude,
fly
I
your
made-
air units up the middle of the map, it's they have plenty of room. The problem is you need to
Look,
control that middle.
those neutral turrets don't stop blinking in battle cruisers, so battle cruisers are still viable on this map.
Nick,
Really?
let me guess. You gave them all high sec auto tracking, didn't you?
No, there is no option for that. It's just a default.
Oh, is there not?
Now.
Or you could do it, but it require modifications and make it not melee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As in, yeah, we're just not allowed to edit the stats of it. It's
Oh
not
my
that we
God.
can.
Oh, okay.
Imagine that you just plant widow mines in both mineral lines when the game starts, and if your opponent's not Terran, all of their probes just die or whatever.
How's that different?
Why? Why would you do that?
I understand.
So it's like if you can't load into your main structure, you just lose all your workers.
Well, actually,
How to
the
make
funny
map
thing is
Terran
SCVs are actually way more resilient to Widow Mine Splash than probes and drones.
I mean, if you want Terran to just win the game instantly, you put all the resources on islands. And
Dude, I actually I played a map like that in
Nothing.
Brood War, back when you could choose any map that kind of does kind of for some kind of points. I don't remember if it wasn't ladder, but I remember playing it. I was Protoss, and then the smart people were Terrans, but you couldn't see the overview image when you were in the lobby at the back in the day. They fixed that now. But so yeah, I ended up on one of those maps. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it as hard as possible for them to win. When I figured out what happened, I was pretty young, so I was pretty dumb. But I figured it out. I'm just gonna mass cannons and stuff because that's all I could build.
Mm-hmm.
I just made it as painful as possible, and eventually the Terran players gave up, and I was able to get a win. If I were smarter, I would have just left, but I wasn't gonna take a loss.
Korean guy made this. They called it Terran map.
Oh, that is pretty
Oh.
Terran. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's even more Terran favored than what I was thinking, or you at least had a mineral line they can mine from.
Oh my god! What is this shit?
You know what's sad is you could probably post that overview on Reddit. It'll get 1,000 upvotes. And you can post one of your better maps, and it'll get 30.
Pretty much.
That's because people are memers, dude.
But I don't mind memers, but I like it when people put effort into memes, and most of the StarCraft memes are just complete shit.
Yeah, they're low effort garbage by design.
Did you see Blizzard forums?
Oh my god.
To be fair, actually bothering to make a map for a meme is already putting in effort. 95%
That
of
is
shit
true.
posts on that site.
You know that I will spend way more effort than that making a meme map.
Oh yeah.
Listen, dude. Eye bleach took so much effort. I think we were done with it, but in first 15 minutes.
I'm trying to
The
figure out
memes.
how much more I want to do on this tonight. I mean, it's not as terrible as I thought it would be. I still don't know if it's worth the effort.
I still think the yellow platforms are kind of weird.
Well, they're not finished yet. I'm not finished with any of the textures in any level. And I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll swap out those textures for something else.
Also, I
Like
really
you-
don't want to face Zerg on this map.
It could be a little too open. I don't even know yet. But again, it's got to be slightly Zerg favored, so everybody thinks it's great. They'll go, look at all these macro games on the map. Honestly, I think part of it is when you have something that's slightly Zerg favored and the Terran wins, it just feels like that much more epic because like the Terran player had to go through hell to like scrape out a victory. So it's like whenever you take a list of epic games, there's like a lot of that.
I suppose. But what was the last like Terran favored map? Dreamcatcher?
Dreamcatcher was close to 50-50 in that matchup. Actually, that's how you trigger me. Is like you say, "Oh, it's such a Terran favored map." Every time I get mad.
To be fair, there are several ways to trigger you.
I know that the easiest way to trigger AVEX is to talk about Zerglings.
That's not true.
Dude, Liberators like trips them up so much.
Liberators trips him up, but I'm actually not going to go there right now.
Okay.
It's probably best I don't.
Okay.
Multiple entrances to the NAT.
Well, that pisses me off like just as much. Like,
No,
Well,
that's bad. Why? Who would do such a thing?
Special NAT.
Nah, dude.
Oh, you know what actually triggers Avex the most, though? Telling him that he's not actually the greatest map maker and his opinions are worthless.
Why would you just come out and say that, though?
Rip
I'm certain
ego.
it's effective, though.
Oh no, I was talking about a specific Reddit post.
dude,
Tim
that is
probably
that
knows.
is the best. Oh my god. You know what's sad? So here's how you can kind of get into my mindset a little bit. Is what happened is I saw that that there's an interview. I'm like, oh okay, cool. Avix got interviewed, whatever. And I didn't really click on it, look at it. And like maybe like 6 to 12 hours after that was posted on Reddit, I clicked on the interview. And I'm like, I'm gonna watch this interview. Like, I'm not gonna watch the entire interview, but it's like I want to see if I get name dropped, because I'm that kind of guy. So I fucking, I'm like, zooming through this video, and at one point I get, he mentions map maker politics. I'm like, yes, I know I'm gonna get mentioned here. And like a couple, I think like within like a minute or two, like he mentioned me or something. I'm like, yes. And then so I went, I upvoted the post on Reddit, and then after that, then there's that one guy who called him out, and it was the funniest thing. So I upvoted that just because it created controversy and it was funny.
Yeah.
And then he gave you shit for it? Or did it end there?
And nobody gave me shit because I didn't do
You can't
anything. I just
See who upvoted.
yeah.
Fair enough.
I still have the video upvoted. I did my part.
Hey, maybe another 50 people heard my name. Feels good, man. I haven't even watched it.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got mentioned at points, but it's kind of hard to talk about mappers not mentioned. Like, I don't know if you're like in like second or third place in terms of the amount of maps on ladder, but something like that.
Wait, who made the acid plant?
Some random guy I think from Denmark, like Nesta or something like that. Like he just came out of nowhere, made that map, and then
And then
he
disappeared.
went away. And that was really weird because like
Is actually Dolan.
what's funny is I don't think anybody accused him of being like a Smurf or anything like that.
Smurf map maker. What?
Wow.
I mean, we've got one in chat right here.
He lowered his map making MMR on purpose to get his map in.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I don't know that. Maybe that dude is like good at arcade maps or something, because like, he was able to make that map look pretty decent. Like, I've never seen anyone like be a new map maker and do something like that could come close to being decent. Man, I really don't.
There have
feel
been, but they're usually people who've done
Well, you had like people like music, who's like, again, he was like an arcade map maker, so at least he had like he knew how to use the tools. He knew how to make things look good. So it's like once you just learn how to make something standard, like you could just do that, make it look good. He was able to compete pretty fast.
All right, boys, I gotta get some sleep. Good talking to y'all.
See ya.
I'm thinking this might be a
Later,
good
dudes.
time to end this stream. But if you haven't followed me yet, please do so.
There you go.
Gotta
Timmy.
get to. Thank you.
Now I shall never miss the map making memes.
Excellent.
Indeed.
What happened to that other one you were working?
Oh, I didn't feel like working on it because I didn't like it and I didn't know what kind of theme to use. I think if I'm in voice chat in like the map cave or whatever, then I'll probably be working on that. This is the map that I'll be working on if I'm in sales chat.
Discord designated maps.
Yeah, that's basically how it is. You need different memers for different memes. Alright, thanks for watching.